Like the 96 Bulls, which was a super team. Like the 93 Bulls, which was a super team. Those are super teams.
How was that a super team?
Because in NBA history, there's only been 5 times the team had 2 All-NBA players and 3 All-Defensive players on their roster. Chicago Bulls had 2 of them, one in 93 and one in 96.
Hold on 1 second.
And in fact, no, hold up, shit. And in fact, there's only been 2 teams. There's only been 2 teams in NBA history to have 2 All-NBA first-team players and 3 All-Defensive first-team players on it. That's the 96 Bulls and the 1983 76ers. So that would constitute a super team.
My man. First of all,
because making the All-NBA and All-Defensive team is better than being an all-star.
Bro, lay off the caffeine, man. And you look crazy as hell with all
Ain't no caffeine, brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, brother.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know where y'all find these weirdos.
And GOAT James Kingdom. I know we a small channel, Ticket. I know you got a lot of things going on. I know that, but we are GOAT James Kingdom. Remember that shit. Write it down. Take a picture. Ajani the Exposer. GOAT James Kingdom.
Let's stop that right now. Hold on.
What's good, y'all? Peace and blessings. Welcome to a special stream on the GOAT James Kingdom channel with B Lee and Ajani. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Welcome to a special Monday night episode as we're going to actually watch the debate between I and Ticket TV. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't get a chance to watch it, you get a chance to watch it here with me and B Lee. It is available to you guys on the Miami Heat Zone channel. Shout out to Martell for setting up the debate between Ticket TV and I. As you can see, it was a very heated and contested debate. A lot of things were said, a lot of things happened, and we're going to actually go over the debate right here with you. We're going to do a reaction video. This is a special members only panel, so we actually sent the link to all of our members, so y'all can go ahead and hit that link if you want to join Brandon and I for tonight's program, as we're going to go over the debate. Now, it's about an hour long, so you're more than welcome to sit down and enjoy it with us. We thank you again for joining us here. Shout out to everybody that's already in the comments. You know who I am. I'm Ajani the Exposer. I got my partner B Lee in the building. What's good, B Lee?
What's good, everybody? Let's go ahead and get to this video so we can have some good laughs, because Ticket tried, but you know he hasn't heard nobody talk about LeBron James how we talk about LeBron James. So Johnny was on full exposure mode. So let's go ahead and get into this.
All right, yes indeed, man. Let's get into this. This is fun. This is great. Now, Brandon, did you obviously you saw it. Before we get to watching it, what were your expectations when I told you, like, yo, Ticket TV said he's going to debate me one-on-one?
You know, I know we talked about it earlier. We know that Jordan fans usually come with narrative only, and once they get upset, they start name calling us, calling LeBron a bum and trash because they can't handle what we're talking about. They think Jordan had no flaws. They think Jordan did no wrong. But once they say something about LeBron and we bring up the same thing about Jordan, it just turns into something else other than a debate. So you did exactly what you're supposed to do. You let them know that Jordan wasn't perfect, just like LeBron's not perfect. Both of them have their flaws, but Jordan had more flaws than LeBron James, and simple as that.
Okay, yeah, boy, listen, you already knew Ticket was going to get personal. You already knew he was going to throw little stupid things. And right there, you already see it when he said, like, yo, you got that stupid thing in the background after I was schooling him about the Bulls. And it was hilarious. It is hilarious. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put the link up, right? It is a members-only show, though. If you're not a member, you're not going to be up here. I know who the members are in GOAT James Kingdom, and you are not going to be put up on the panel unless you are a GOAT James Kingdom member, and that is a fact. So shout out to all our GOAT James Kingdom members and all of our subscribers and everybody who supports us. Again, subscribe to the Heat Zone channel for setting it all all up. Subscribe to the GOAT James Kingdom channel if you're not a subscriber already. Because again, this is what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom. We have debates because people swear that they can just debate us because we're just LeBron fans. That's another thing I noticed, Brandon. Just because we're LeBron fans, now automatically we're easy to be debated. Like there's no contest. Like they think
Yeah,
they can
it
just
is.
show up and say anything.
I mean, that's what they usually do because most LeBron fans just don't have time to go back and forth with nonsense. So they
Mm-hmm.
just say, yeah, okay, 6-0, 10 scoring titles, okay, and all right. And they don't really have any pushback with them, and you know,
Lou and all the other Jordan fans and LeBron haters, and that's all they usually talk about. So,
What the hell's going on
they
just
come
now?
across the wrong LeBron fans to talk that shit to.
That is facts. That is facts. Oh wait. See. Did you hear that background feed, or is that just me?
I hear the background noise, bro.
Oh, let me see. Did you hear it now? I think something happened to your mic, Brandon. Shout out to you, twin man. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it's you, Brandon. You got a feedback.
Yeah,
all right,
what's up,
I'm
bro?
gonna take care of it.
I watched the entire debate twice, and it was embarrassing. So this is the thing about Ticket. I don't doubt that he knows stuff about basketball. He just can't debate. And when he runs into someone who's gonna answer his pointless questions, he gets into the name call. That's what normally happens. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like Ticket doesn't know basketball. He does. But what he does is he tries to derail the conversation, and that's what he did in this debate several times. They asked the question, he'd veer off into a tangent on something else, talking about something else, and then you got to respond to the 3, 4 different things outside of the question that was asked. You did a beautiful job in answering everything, and he had no response when you explained how the 2011 it wasn't a super team, and you talked about how it was three basically max contract players, and they built a roster around them. That's not a super team. You said you look at the team aspect. The team has to fit. Just because you put three max contract players on a team does not make that a super team. It's dumb. Oh, hold on, real.
No, indeed, indeed, indeed. Again, we're about to watch the debate right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put on a debate. We're just gathering up some folks. Again, if you are a GOAT James Kingdom member, you can hit the link and we'll put you up. Also, the link is available to you as a GOAT James Kingdom member. Just go into the GOAT James Kingdom membership and you'll find the actual link for the debate available to you. Again, we're only bringing up members. Shout out to you, Travis. What's good, brother? Thank you for joining us. What you got for us today, brother? What's good? You ready for this?
Yeah, man. I already watched it, but I'm definitely ready for it.
Definitely, man. This was great. This was great, man. So we got a few folks here already. Everything is getting good to go. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. This is a special GOAT James Kingdom stream. We're going to be watching me versus Ticket right here. I'm gonna go ahead and press play now. The host of the show, which is on the top left, his name is Martel. His mic was a little low. So we're gonna let it ride, and you guys let me know when you hear Ticket and me start talking if you can hear clearly, because we're gonna be playing this out, and it should be playing through my microphone. So let's go ahead and start the debate again, ladies and gentlemen. This is on the Heat Zone channel, which is available on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to them, especially if you're a Heat fan, because they talk about the Heat all the time. He is the one who set up the debate between me and Ticket TV, which was basically Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. Welcome to the Miami Heat Zone podcast. I'm your host, Martel LeBron. We're pushing up 5,000 subscribers. Guys, hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support. So today we have a treat, but make sure that you guys first go to Trent's channel at the Miami Heat Network. Subscribe to his channel. Go to Amir's channel, Team to Beat Miami Heat. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you go to Ajani's channel and GOAT James Kingdom on all of his platforms. Hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you guys go to Ticket's channel at Ticket TV on all of these platforms. Make sure that you guys go there and follow them as well. So Johnny, he's a big LeBron James fan, as you guys can see. Ticket, he's had a lot of viral moments talking about LeBron James. So let's just start off with this.
Ticket, do you think LeBron James is the GOAT?
No. I don't even know why it's a question.
Okay, now Ajani, you obviously think he is the GOAT, correct?
Without a doubt.
All right, so we're gonna start with just like a basic few questions. So because this is a Miami Heat channel, we're gonna start with him in Miami. Do you guys think LeBron James failed when he was in Miami? Do you think he reached his fullest potential with the group that he had? And do you guys think that Michael Jordan would have done better than LeBron James if they were to swap spots? So if Jordan was in Miami with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, would they have won more chips, less chips? Ticket, we'll start off with you.
You damn right he underachieved. He the one that got up on the stage and said, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. They listen to everything else LeBron James say, so why not listen to that? So if he said it was going to be not 7 and he only gets 2, you do the math. Simple as that. He underachieved according to his own standards. Because he's the one that got up on the stage. And nobody made him get up there and say that. He said it on his own. So the fact that he said not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but then only comes out with 2, he underachieved. And then he ran when the going got tough and guys started getting hurt. He ran. He had to get up out of there and go form another super team.
But do you think that Michael Jordan would have done better than him? Yeah,
of course he did. Michael Jordan did do better than him. Michael Jordan won 6 NBA championships and never lost in the NBA Finals with the same team. What are we talking about? This is simple mathematics. Michael Jordan three-peated, went away, came back, three-peated again. Nobody could touch him. Simple as that. I mean, I don't know what else you're talking about. LeBron James has never three-peated with any team. LeBron James had a super team in Miami. Couldn't three-peat with them. I just don't understand what we're talking about. Jordan's three-peated. He three-peated with one All-Star. Scottie Pippen. What else we talking about?
So Johnny, go ahead.
Yeah, without a doubt, the Miami Heat overachieved. At the end of the day, winning championships is not an easy process. What the Miami Heat was able to do was not an easy process as well. Bringing in 3 guys that were considered max contracts and building a roster around them would be very difficult. Someone like Michael Jordan probably wouldn't even have decided to do anything like that, take less money to play and have an opportunity to win a championship. He was lucky to have Jerry Krause and the Chicago Bulls and the 90s basketball for Jordan to win championships. Jordan wouldn't have been as successful as LeBron was in Miami as well. He would have definitely failed. They wouldn't even made the finals as many times as they did. LeBron James, again, showed up to Miami to do the job that he was asked for. He had a 4-year deal. He did his 4-year deal. They went to 4 straight finals. He gave us one of the greatest NBA seasons of all time, if not the greatest NBA season of all time, if it wasn't robbed by the actual media. We didn't want to vote him for Defensive Player of the Year. He faced some of the toughest competition within that same span as well. At the end of the day, yeah, LeBron definitely overachieved with the Miami Heat. 4 straight finals, 2 championships back-to-back. Definitely a dynasty. And at the end of the day, Jordan could have never done nothing like that in the 2000s or 2010s. What Jordan did was great for the 90s, and that was the 1900s. But Jordan,
Can I ask a question?
He wouldn't have been able to do none of the sort.
Can I ask him a question?
I didn't mean to pause right here. Listen, guys, if you guys want to talk in between, just let me know. I'll pause it if anything you got to say. But you notice right there, he was like, can I ask you a question? Right? You guys always notice when I start talking, they gotta ask a question. They gotta interrupt. Like Twin Man was saying, they gotta throw extra tidbits to try to throw you off. And he thought he was going to throw me off with a lot of silly questions. But off the top right there, that was something I didn't know they were going to do, was actually like have questions for the debate. Like I thought they were going to just let us go back and forth like a normal debate. But they each had questions. So as you got Martell, who runs his channel, which is the Heat Zone channel. The dude Trent runs another Heat channel. And the guy at the bottom, he runs another channel. His name is Amir. He runs another Heat channel as well. So they all had questions for us for this debate. So that's how they had set it up.
Yeah, this Amir guy is a complete casual. Like during the show, like all the hosts are kind of garbage at moderating this and like keeping order and like giving you guys, some structure in the debate. But the other guy is just blatantly a casual, because he was like, "Hey, Johnny, well, I like what he just." Well, anyway, we'll get to it, but he's like the antithesis of just someone who would get exposed.
So my thing is this. how can you say a person who goes to 4 straight finals, say he didn't win any of them, we already know he won 2. Getting to the finals is an accomplishment. You're there 4 straight years. How is that underachieving? So this is what Ticket in particular likes to do. He likes to take when they had the press conference when him, D Wade, and Bosh on the stage and sit here and say, not one, not two, not that means nothing. It means nothing. He told you he would like to happen. But let's talk about reality. He had a 4-year deal. In that 4-year deal, he took you to the finals 4 times and you won twice. How is that not overachieving? How many teams put teams together and go to the finals 4 straight years?
Let the video play, twin man.
Hold on. Let me ask you. Hey, but let me ask Brandon. Hold on, wait. Let me ask Brandon this. Hold on, wait. Let me ask Brandon. Brandon, you an Isaiah Thomas fan. Wasn't the Bad Boys Pistons considered a dynasty?
They were back then. They're now trying to say that they're not. They're trying to say the Celtics were not a dynasty either. So they're trying to change the
The definition of
they're
it.
trying to change history basically about how dynasties are. So I heard them saying the Celtics were the dynasty because they didn't win 3 in a row. Somehow you have to win three in a row now to be called a dynasty for some odd reason.
When two-peating is very rare. Like there's only like 9
Yeah,
two-peats in general
like
in NBA
KD
history.
and Steph did win 3 in a row, but somehow they're a dynasty. But the Pistons were not a dynasty, and the Celtics were not a dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
It just don't make any sense. Just like the super team. Like if someone asked me what's a super team, I said that doesn't exist. It's something that's made up to discredit LeBron. That's all it is.
I just wanted to know because I always thought, like I said, if you win back-to-back championships and you go to 3 to 4 straight finals in a row, that should be considered a dynasty. I know the other day Mars on Players' Choice said that he didn't think the Spurs was a dynasty, and they were arguing with him about that. But again, that was the initial question that they asked us. Again, I didn't know how the debate was going to go. There was no format set to me. It was just like, yo, can you be available, or what time can you be available? And when I gave him a time, they was like, okay, that's good. So we was, I just had to show up and be prepared for a debate with Ticket TV. Shout out to Hollywood Herm. He became a GOAT James Kingdom member. Shout out to you. Again, all GOAT James Kingdoms are members are more than welcome to show up on the panel today and have a conversation with us and have a great time. You also are available to perks as a member. We take care of content creators. So we appreciate you, Herm, as a content creator. We'll be able to help you do a lot of great stuff with what you do on your channel. Y'all make sure to subscribe to Hollywood Herm. And I also mentioned you in the debate, Herm. Did you get a chance to watch the debate?
I'm just here to argue.
I'm not, twin man. You did that arguing with yourself, man. I'm quiet, man. I'm gonna go watch the video and give my comments after. We gonna stop every 2 minutes because of you. So I mean, just enough, bro. Yeah, come on.
All right, so let's
pom poms down for a second, man.
Herm's here to defend his daddy Ticket. That's all that
Let's
is.
go.
Man.
Let's go.
Hey, twin man, I'm gonna let you know this. I finna cook both of them because both of them to me, I get to that later, but both of them to me did not do what I expected them to do. So I'm gonna cook both of them. Unlike you, I hold everybody accountable.
All right, well, go ahead and start seasoning up your plate and go ahead and put your apron on. Let's watch the show. Let's continue on. Again, this is Ticket versus Ajani on the Heat Zone, on the Miami Heat Zone channel. Y'all make sure to subscribe to all of these channels. This is what we do best. We talk basketball. Shout out to Martell. You guys know what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom. This is a special a watch of me and Ticket go at it one-on-one.
I heard all the cap right there, so it's time to address the cap. First of all, you said that LeBron James underachieved. How do you underachieve when you're up in the NBA Finals and you get walked down and smoked by the Dallas Mavericks? First of all, so let's just talk about that. Let's start right there with that finals. How do you underachieve, or excuse me, how do you overachieve when you actually underachieve? When you were in the NBA Finals and you were up, you and D Wade were laughing at Dirk Nowitzki in the tunnel. And then what happened? What proceeded to happen? You got outplayed by Jason Terry. You got outplayed by J.J. Barea. You got outplayed by role players on your way to your first NBA Finals loss in Miami. It was absolutely disgusting. It was disgraceful, and we never seen Michael Jordan have a performance like that in the NBA Finals on the big stage. And it's blasphemous that you say that because it makes me think, how old are you? Because you must not be old enough to have watched Michael Jordan play basketball to talk the things that you talk. This is the illusion that comes from you type of dudes who run y'all mouths and say all these things about LeBron James. Your expectation is losing. That's your expectation. Your expectation is not winning. So when LeBron James wins, you actually believe he overachieved. But really, the truth is, he underachieved because if you say you're the GOAT and you're 22 years in the league and you still have goals that Michael Jordan has set to certain heights that you can't reach, what are we talking about, dog? Case closed.
What goal?
Did you ask
What goal is he talking about?
No, he
Did
said
he
goal.
articulate this goal?
First question, how old are you? That's the first question.
That's the question you asking.
That's the first question I asked you. How old are you?
I'm 43.
Okay, so that's even worse. Because you got to see some of Mike. So the fact that you got to see some of Mike, you got to see his dominance. You got to see the fact that he didn't run from smoke. You got to see the fact that he didn't dump the grind. And you
How do you know what I saw? How do you know what I saw?
Hold on. If you didn't see it, then you're a fraud because how
No. How do you know what I saw? How do you know what I saw?
Hold on, I'm asking.
I saw Jordan choke. I saw Jordan choke. I saw Jordan running from the smoke. I saw all of that.
Hold on. You said this. Listen to what you said.
Mm-hmm.
You made a comparison.
Uh-huh.
You can't make a comparison without seeing the other guy. So when I asked you how old you were, you were old enough to where you should have seen the second half of Mike's career at least. So if you saw the second half of Mike's career, you had to have seen that in order to make a comparison to LeBron James.
Yeah, he dug the smoke. He dug the smoke the second half of his career.
No,
He dug the smoke second half of his career.
That's not true. No.
Yeah, that is true. That is
No.
true.
The second half of his career, he won 3 world championships.
He dug the smoke. He dug the smoke. He quit 98.
Hold on. 98, what are you talking about? He won a championship.
He quit. He quit the game of basketball because he couldn't have Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson.
Let me get this.
LeBron didn't quit. He went to go win another championship somewhere
Hold on,
else.
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, sir. How do you quit when you won and that they broke the team up and you
How do you
won?
quit when you
by
won?
not playing the game of basketball. That's how you quit.
I'm asking you a question.
That's the answer. I answered it. He quit by not playing the game of basketball. That's answered. Next question.
Your answer is not logical because it is.
It is logical. Did he quit? Did Michael Jordan not play in 1999? Did he not play in 1999? That's quitting. That means he quit the game of basketball. I got footage and evidence of Michael Jordan saying he's not going to play if he don't have Phil Jackson and Scottie Pippen. That's ducking the smoke. That's what that is. If you're the champ, why did you duck the smoke?
Hold on. I'm going to give you. Wait, 1 second. I'm going to give you an example right now. If you know your role and shut your mouth.
I know my role. I'm the exposer. You have finally been met with the exposer. I'm not one of them other dudes you can just talk to whatever. You want to have a conversation, we got to have a conversation. If not, you will be exposed by the exposer. You ain't no bigger than anybody else, and you can get exposed. Because you're not talking the game of basketball. You're talking narrative. You're worried about what I did, and you're not letting me tell you what I saw. I saw Jordan quit. Are you going to tell me I didn't see Jordan quit? Answer my question. Are you telling me I didn't see Jordan quit anytime?
If you let me answer the question and shut your damn mouth. So what
I don't have to shut my mouth. Obviously, there's no discord with you.
If you're going to ask me a question and don't let me answer it, you ain't going to talk about.
What question? I answered it.
I'm trying to answer your question, but you won't shut your mouth.
Okay, so go ahead then.
So the answer to your question is this. No, Michael Jordan did not quit. Because think about this. If me and you played a video game 6 times, and I beat you 6 times, and get up and walk away, how did I quit?
That's quitting.
Wait. This motherfucker said video games. Motherfuckers went to video games, y'all. I couldn't help myself. That was too hilarious to me.
Damn, you guys made this is like really the first time seeing him take it. You guys made him seem like this big debate, like super smart. I don't know, like someone who was like to be feared in debating. He's just another narrative pusher. Like there are great ways to argue from
Ticket is big, man.
Like
Ticket is big.
Harry Spears,
Yeah.
that dude, that's who he is. Harry Spears just talk crazy.
Let's make something
Michael
clear.
Jordan's the GOAT. Y'all must be crazy.
like
This is how people say Ticket wins debates. He just runs roughshod, starts talking. Do you smell what The Rock is taking jokes, rock jokes and shit like that, calling people names? Ticket actually knows basketball. When he actually is willing to have a substantive conversation, he can actually talk the sport. I'm not going to lie on the man, but this is how you know he's losing. That right there. He'll start making up weird ass questions. How do you quit when I won? You didn't play in 99. You immediately answered his question. He had no response. You literally sat here and said, I can play video, and quote, he sat here and said, I'm not playing without Phil Jackson and Scottie Pippen. No acknowledgement on that. You see what I'm saying? Ticket is never going to acknowledge anything you say, because if he has to admit he quit.
Yeah, and well, these are also the fault of the moderators too, because there's no structure. It's just people talking over each other, and like when you do that, it's just so garbled and messed up. But yeah, I mean, there are clear ways to argue for Mike, and like he hasn't used any of them, and so it's just frustrating to hear.
Oh my! Hey, Brandon, I don't know if you know this, Brandon. Do you see this picture right here? Do you see this guy right here, Little Red Robin? Do you see who that is? Do you see the picture? I can't like make it bigger.
That's
Yo, he can't give it. Yeah, he can't give up. He can't give up nothing, bro. Just go bald, bro. Just go bald. He can't give up the 90s. That's him. That's why he wears a hat. That's why he wears a hat all the time.
That's why.
Wow.
I want this is a question to the panel. How do you underachieve going to the finals 4 times? How is that an underachievement?
Because Jordan never lost in the finals. So if you
that means, but the standard isn't Jordan. It's championship is Bill Russell.
That's their logic.
It had nothing to do with Jordan. It's the fact
it's all to do with Jordan. It's the only requirement doing with Jordan.
Because Miami Heat players actually put the expectation on themselves. You know what I'm saying? So.
I mean, that's everything.
You gotta blame them.
That's every championship thing.
And if you don't have that expectation, you're soft, you're weak. Yeah, this is why we don't like this era.
Nah, but niggas expect Miami Heat. Just to be honest, when they did form, people expect Miami to steamroll. So
they went to the finals 4 times.
Yeah, because we listened to Stephen A. Smith and them on ESPN. We shouldn't have listened to them. They were liars. They didn't know how to talk the game of basketball. It took more than just 3 guys to win a championship.
Even the NBA, even the NBA players, even their peers felt like Miami was going to run through.
No,
I mean that's what they thought. That's what teams.
No, that's not what Boston thought. Wait. When Boston beat us that first game of the season and they asked Boston, are you afraid of Miami? What did Rondo say? We run the East. We Boston. The teams the dudes that play are not afraid of players. This is not the 90s where you are terrified of the play. Yeah, no, they know. Again,
I could go to numerous interviews. I can go to numerous.
I just want to. So Herm, you agree with Ticket? The Miami Heat underachieved.
They didn't live up to the expectations that they put upon themselves.
How?
That's what I'm saying.
Hold up. So again, simple question.
I answered the question. Nigga,
I go to the finals. Listen. I'm not sitting here saying to. I'm asking a question. I'm rebutting what you said. So if I put a team together and I am going to be on a specific team for a certain amount of time, and we are in the championship series the entire time I'm there, how is that an underachievement?
Because they expected to win. Simple as that.
No, fuck that.
I want her to answer this.
It ain't no underachievement. You know why? Because listen, it's never no underachievement. Because you see that date, June 24th. Like I told y'all, June 24th on 2013. I was at a parade. So we didn't underachieve at all. Like I told y'all, it's always gonna be Biscayne and June, bitches.
I mean, the Lakers. I mean, the Heat would expect you to win all 4. So in their mind, they're underachieved. Simple as that.
LeBron's supposed to be 10-0. That's we all know that.
I'm pretty sure any NBA team right now would wish to go to 4 straight finals.
Yeah, I mean that's great, but that's not like LeBron's supposed to win all 4 of them. Simple as that. LeBron underachieved because he didn't win all 4.
Well, Ticket was.
LeBron James put the expectation like they was gonna win.
Well, like Travis said. So like Travis said, y'all put the expectation on Ticket, and Ticket got his ass smoked by Ajani. Let's continue this debate.
Either one of y'all took that.
That's quitting. That's called quitting, sir. That's called quitting, sir. If I go to a team that didn't from 10 times, then you say, "Oh, you quit?" Nah, okay. And if I go to a team that didn't even make the finals the year before, and I was able to take them to the NBA finals 4 straight years and win 2 straight NBA championships and have 2 back-to-back league MVPs, I'm overachieving.
What team you talking about?
I'm talking about LeBron James and we're starting this whole conversation. He overachieved in Miami.
Let me ask you a question. So you said he went to that
Johnny,
team.
pause it.
Did he go to that same team or did
So, do y'all believe LeBron overachieved? And I believe they understand that he underachieved. But do you guys think that LeBron underachieved?
No.
Don't ask me that. No, of course not. Not LeBron.
I don't think they. How do you again?
They're gonna bring up the finals. They're gonna say because of the finals. They're gonna bring up Dallas.
Okay, Herm. No, let me ask Herm.
You
Let me
win
ask
2
Herm.
league MVP.
Herm,
You win 2
do you believe
league MVP.
LeBron underachieved with the Heat?
With the Heat, I could kind of say that I could say no because he had historic seasons as an individual, especially around the 2013 season. That was a historic year for him. That was at his best. But if you look at the team concept, this is how you separate team-wise. Yeah, they underachieved, but LeBron James himself, no, because that was basically at his best in his career.
Okay.
So that's my.
Okay, that's
The team didn't underachieve, and the individual player didn't underachieve. 2 league MVPs, 2 NBA championships in 4 years.
He's saying the Heat did.
You're talking about LeBron. He separated as an individual. LeBron as an individual. Yeah, I separate from what the team success was.
If you
LeBron himself.
Team and LeBron, okay.
I completely understand the question. Here is my answer. Absolutely not. I don't think the individual player underachieved, and I don't think the team underachieved. Not many teams in NBA history have gone to 4 straight finals. That's not an underachievement. And the last time I checked, the Lord and Savior Stephen A. Smith sat here and said, the more times you go to the finals, that makes you relevant.
Facts. That is true. He did state that. Stephen A. Smith, the leader of the Zesty Jeffrey Coalition, did state that.
Who the hell is Stephen A. Smith?
The leader of the Zesty Jeffrey Coalition. He's the leader. He's the leader of the Zesty Jeffrey Coalition. Herm.
Logic.
Oh yeah,
what we
trust
doing?
me.
Listening to
Well, wait. Well, then how about this? How about this? Y'all listen to me explain to Ticket TV how my Miami Heat did not underachieve. They actually overachieved. Because you can see through his face right now, he's going to try everything in the world. Look at the veins running through his neck. Look at the veins running through his neck.
You should actually screenshot that one.
rearrange the whole fucking team?
He didn't rearrange nothing. He signed as a free agent. They didn't
No.
When he signed, I'm answering the question. When he signed with them, yes, he went to another team. He went to the
He went to that team. And he not rearranged 80% of that roster the next year he went to that team.
No, he did not rearrange the roster.
So tell me.
He's not a GM.
Besides D-Wade, no, I'm asking a question. Besides D-Wade, who was on that Heat roster the year before LeBron James went over there?
Udonis Haslam.
Jamal
McGlure.
No.
Jamal McGlure was on the 2010 Heat. Yeah, Jamal McGlure was on the 2010 Heat.
No, sir, listen. That first year.
This is an example of what I'm talking about right there. What is the point of any of what y'all are talking about right now? You answered his pointless ass questions. When LeBron James came there, did they rearrange 80% of the roster? What does that have to do with LeBron James? He's not the GM. Who was on the team? Who was on the team the previous year? You start naming players. You see what happened? He got flustered. Now we got to run to something else to get some bullshit narrative together. It is easy to cook Ticket. And it's bad because he actually knows how to talk about basketball. He just hates LeBron James that much.
That is hilarious. Hey, shout out to Martell, man. Shout out to Martell from the Miami Heat Zone channel.
Let me tell Martell this, man. Hey, Martell, organize a debate. Actually let them talk for like 3 minutes at a time, one at a time.
Man,
so
don't
we can
tell that man
actually
how to run his
get
own
everything.
goddamn
Hey, I
channel and
gotta
his own
tell him. I'ma
page,
tell him.
man.
I'ma tell him.
What the hell wrong
I'ma
with you,
tell him
man?
that, man. I'ma
Leave that
tell him.
man alone. That man out there doing his thing. Shout out to you, Martell. You're more than welcome to hit the link if you need to come up, man. We'll have some fun with you as well, and you could explain some stuff. Don't worry, Martell. You did a good job, man. It was a great debate.
No, it didn't.
It,
Thanks, Travis. We gonna hold people accountable tonight on the panel. We holding people accountable.
That's right. We know you're gonna do that, Herm. Let's go ahead and continue because as you can see,
Herm ain't
the
holding shit accountable. He
ticket
here to
starting
defend
to
his
look.
daddy.
As y'all can see, ticket is starting to focus because he need focus. He's trying to identify who I am because I'm dropping too much knowledge. So now he has to start looking at what I'm doing, who I am. As you can see, I'm smiling, enjoying myself in Goat James Kingdom Royal Palace with LeBron behind me. That's just what I do best, man. This shit is fun. Let's go ahead and continue. Again, this is the debate between Ajani and Ticket TV on Heat Zone, Miami Heat Zone channel, and that is available on his platform right now. It's also available to all GOAT James Kingdom members, and we will go ahead and post the whole debate after tonight's live. Thank you for joining us. This is a special subscriber and member show. Shout out to all of our members. Shout out to Twin Man, Travis, Herm, all you guys who support us. We appreciate you. Again, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to be a member of our channel because we do big things like this, like exposing Ticket TV.
LeBron James went to the Heat, sir. You know who his team was? Hold on. Do you know who his team was, sir? I'm a Heat fan. He's a number Heat fan. So the first year, hold on. The first year LeBron James went to the Heat. Call up the roster, sir. It was him, Mario Chalmers. It was him, Mark. It was him, Mark. It was him, Mario Chalmers. The two guys that were still there was D Wade and Udonis Haslem because they took less money to bring Haslem back. Okay. Then you had Chris Bosh. Okay. Right? Mm-hmm. Then off the bench, didn't you have Gary Payton on that team?
The next year. They had Joel Anthony was the only...
Joel Anthony.
It was Joel Anthony and Jamal McGlure. They added Elgauskas. They added Carlos Arroyo. They added Smike Bibby.
So they added the whole thing, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Like I said, that was why it was a dynamic. They added a bunch of minimum players. They had like minimum contracts. They had Eddie House. They added James Jones, Mike Miller.
You made it seem like he went to a team that didn't make the playoffs to that same team and is 1-2. That's not true. He went to a team that was 80% different. The only two players you
never said
that was D Wade and Udonis Haslem.
That's what I said at the beginning of it. That's
No.
That's the whole beginning of what I said.
Listen to what you said. That's not.
I know what I said.
Hold on. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Now, ask the brother Martell. Who was on that roster with D Wade and Udonis Haslem the year before?
I'm sorry.
The year before LeBron got there, who was on that roster?
Jermaine O'Neal. Was it Jermaine?
Right. Now, did he go win a chip with those guys? See, hold on. That's LeBron's MO everywhere he goes. He rearranged the whole team, bro. So you can't say, hey, man, he went there and just won a chip. No, he didn't just take that team to a chip. They rearranged the whole squad. Every time.
And that's what I stated. I said again, him going to Miami as a free agent, having 3 max players and trying to figure out building a team and a roster around them is why they overachieved. It was never done before.
Hold on, go.
Are you gonna let me speak later? Are you gonna let me say? I'm explaining how. I'm explaining how. You didn't even let me get to it. You didn't even let me get to it. He said he was going to win. They asked him what is the goal. That was the goal. That was the goal. When he signed
It doesn't fail me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just pause it, but it doesn't fail me. They don't let you finish. They don't let you explain yourself. They don't, like, they can't help themselves. They want to dictate how the conversation is supposed to go. You see what I'm saying? Which this is when I realized, okay, because I guess what y'all saying, there was no formality in the debate. There's no my turn, his turn. It was a freestyle. That's when I realized we gonna freestyle this. Because once they let him ask me a question, from there I already know the type of dialogue we were gonna have. So I already knew from here, I already got him on the ropes. Because he was just throwing haymakers and I was ducking them and just catching them with counters left and right. So it's hilarious that he's asking me a question, and when I go to respond, they don't let you respond. Initially, when he was like, yo, let me ask him a question, he didn't even ask me a question. He went on this whole soliloquy and didn't ask not one fucking question. I had to be like, yo, where was the question at in this shit? And just like here, as you can see, I'm dropping knowledge. They just can't help it. This shit was fucking hilarious. This was fucking epic. I couldn't believe
yeah, they should have. they should have chimed in and like actually moderated that, or like checked him, or give each of you time to respond, or at least like giving you like solid questions to each answer and see whose take was better. Because like half of the whole argument was just like, hold on, no, I'm gonna say this. It's just like it's like that's not really debating. That's just shouting down the other dude. So it's just like, but also yeah, like it's like when you're talking about roster creation and stuff like that, it just gets ridiculous because it really doesn't mean shit.
And I
So
mentioned that he just took. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Twin Man.
Also, I was just getting ready to ask, what was the original question? Did the Miami Heat overachieve or underachieve? What does the roster and who was on the roster have to do with anything? Again, this is what he does. He asks you a bunch of pointless questions. When you started answering the questions, because you have answers to his pointless ass questions, it's hold up. You're not hearing me though. You're not listening though. Again, that's how you know he's dancing. What did any of this dialogue right now have to do with the original question?
Man, I gotta go and set this straight. I expected for ticket because I knew he was gonna overlook it. But I'm disappointed in Ajani because for months, the last couple months, Ajani, you've been doing all these unique breakdowns. Michael Jordan, you've been schooling these people, and I'm looking at a point of view like if I'm a person that's stuck in between, I don't know how to decide who's better between Jordan and Mike, and I'm looking at this debate to get some informative information. I didn't get any information from nobody. Now they Johnny not ticket because of the structure. The structure was the main part of the reason why we didn't get there. But we didn't get anything, so that's why I'm on when I'm on that. Hey Johnny, you went away from what you've been doing these last few months. You let ticket control how everything was gonna go. I'm disappointed in you.
I know that. I wanted it to go that way. I wanted y'all to see how Ticket could lose in his own battle, within his own premises, within his own style. I used his own style against him. You should see the comments. You should see people saying they never saw anybody fluster Ticket like this. Ticket never seen nobody shut him up. I tell you, man, I'm the best, man. I'm the GOAT at this, man. Y'all fucking with the wrong one, man. I am the one, man. I'm Ajani the Exposer, man. I come to expose people for fun.
You know,
I do this for free.
Again,
Shut your dumb ass up. Ain't that shit, all right?
Yo, Johnny, you flustered him because he didn't expect you to come back with answers to his pointless ass questions.
Oh, no, listen, y'all don't understand. They're asking for Brandon to go up against Ticket. Ticket's going to even go through worse with Brandon.
He's going to get cooked.
Yeah, because Brandon's the opposite of me. Brandon is the complete calm side of the world. Like, I'm the storm that comes, and Brandon's the eye. You know, if a hurricane comes...
Brandon ain't calm when it comes to Craig, though. He's not calm when it comes to Craig.
He's gotta not, though. He's gotta not.
That's because Craig be saying stupid shit on purpose.
Yeah, the easy answer to that question, by the way, is any team in any professional sport that goes to, and especially in the era of free agency, that goes to 4 straight finals and wins 2 has overachieved. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. In the sport, it's just because it's LeBron. That's all. If Jordan went to 4 finals, they expect Jordan to win all 4.
Pointless ass question. Anytime max contract players move to any team in the NBA, guess what they do? They reconfigure the roster. That's why it was a pointless ass argument he was trying to make. Oh, they didn't play with the original roster from 2010. So argument. What?
But I said that. I said that's why. But that was why I said they overachieved, because at the end of the day, they had to figure out a whole new way of putting a team together. It wasn't the same roster. I never told them that.
They don't think about that. They don't think about that. They don't think about that
dynamic. So
Jordan only needed Pippen to win 6 in a row. Why can't LeBron win 4 in a row with Wade and Bosh? That's it. That's it.
That's exactly how they see it. So let's continue, because we only like 15 minutes into the debate, and it's like I said, it's about an hour long. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching Ticket TV versus Ajani the Exposer on Miami Heat Zone channel. Let's continue the debate.
With the Miami Heat, the goal was to play with the Heat for a very long time and win very, very, very much championships.
And why did he play with him for a long time?
Because after 4 years, he decided to go back home and play.
But why did the plan? You said his plan was to play with him for a long time.
No, that was what the plan was. That's what the plan was.
But why did he leave after he lost in that last NBA final?
Because he wanted to go back home in Cleveland and win a championship for his hometown Cleveland team, and he did that. That's exactly what he went to go do.
That you consider that quitting? Because he quit Cleveland.
No, that's not
Miami,
quitting. I said quit basketball. I didn't say quit teams.
I know you only 15 minutes in, but pause it right there. How are you trying to equate a player moving in free agency, going to Cleveland, to a player who quit the sport completely? Do you see the cognitive dissonance in this argument? It's so stupid. Like, I'm so tired of the stupidity.
They gotta have something, Twin Man. They gotta have something. They gotta have something. Basically, it's not quitting if you're on top. I've heard that several times from Zesty Jeffries.
This is just the Jordan narrative.
This it. This is why
all the Jordan narratives.
Yeah, let's look again. Look at his face and look at me. Ticket is pulling out everything he got. He didn't know it. Like Herm said, he was not expecting
every
Ajani.
haymaker he can at you right now, bro. And he even has somebody on the panel trying to help him. He really sat here and said, "Isn't that quitting? How is it quitting if he went from one team to another team and someone left the sport completely because he couldn't have the coach and the player he wanted?"
And let me,
bro.
I'm gonna make it make sense. Watch how I break it down.
Team to beat is on point. Hold on. Team to beat is on point. Because he took my next question from me. So does that mean that LeBron James quit the Miami Heat after they lost in the finals and he left?
No, because he was not under contract. 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 He didn't quit the game of basketball. He continued to play. He has the right to move on to another team. There's nothing that says he can't go to another team. There's nothing that says that.
Do you know the NBA regulations?
Of course I do. I'm an NBA fan.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. LeBron, so then, according to what you said, LeBron James is about to quit now then. Because LeBron James got 3 more years on his deal in LA, and he said he might retire in 1 or 2 years.
LeBron James has 2 years left with a 1-player option.
No, he's got 3 years. Hold on.
LeBron's last year, exactly. LeBron's last year after next year is a player option. That's in his contract.
You're not hearing me. Hold on.
You're not hearing me. You don't know basketball. You should have got yourself together. You should have got yourself together. That still doesn't mean nothing. That doesn't mean nothing.
Hey, that's your problem.
We all play basketball. We've all played basketball.
Hey, my man. That's your problem.
We've all played basketball. And we've all been as unsuccessful at playing basketball as you have.
How much money you make playing pro ball? I made a couple of M's.
I make enough money.
I made about $2.5 million. I made about $2.5 million playing pro basketball 16 years.
Okay, great. Oh, wow.
The ultimate haymaker.
Yeah, that's great. Make sure you invest. Make sure if you invest and take care of group economics. Take care of your community, brother. Good job.
Your ticket. Can I ask you a question?
What?
Where you at right now?
I'm in the DR right now.
Should never said that shit.
Just wondering.
Should never said that shit.
No, it's a mixture.
No, don't let him off the hook, hold on.
You ain't got me yet, brother.
Hold on. I want you to answer the question, though. You said that Michael Jordan, who was with his own team, that I want you to think about this. He went to 6 finals, won all 6. So let me ask you this first question. How many times do I got to beat you before I can walk away and go home?
I tell you what, the 19 years it took.
I'm not answering that. I'm asking you.
I just answered the question. The 19 years it took for you to play your career, that's the amount of time you should have played.
I said 16. I asked you that. I said how
many years? I said, Jordan's career wasn't 6 years.
No,
Jordan's career wasn't 6 years.
Jordan's career was 19 years.
It lasted 19 years.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did.
Jordan's career only lasted 15 years. You can say 14.
1984 to 2000.
Career only lasted. Hold on, wait.
I know you said Steve Jeffries can't count. 1984 to 2003 is 19 years. It took Jordan 19 years to play 15 NBA seasons. That's why he quit twice.
That's not true, bro.
Can you count? Ticket.
My man.
Listen what I'm telling you, Ticket. It took Jordan 19 years, calendar years, to play 15 NBA seasons.
There's something wrong with this dude, bro. I don't know where y'all.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. No math is wrong. You should get out of the DR and come back to America and learn math. That's 19 years. So Jordan should have had 19 years of NBA seasons. He doesn't have that. That means he quit twice because he was scared and ducking the smoke. That's the fact. the best way you find me, brother. I go live every Sunday, noon Eastern time, to expose Dusty Jeffries like Ticket because they can't talk basketball. He said I made $2 million. How does that make Michael Jordan better than LeBron? Doesn't mean that nothing at all. Doesn't mean nothing at all. Welcome to Go James Kingdom, Ticket.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. All these scrubs on the court wanted dudes that kept kicking their ass to stay and keep kicking their ass. There was a no mercy rule. If
Jordan was third to play, he said I can't win. He said I'm not winning without Scottie Pippen, so I'm not playing. He can't keep beating somebody. He needs help. He needed the most help in NBA history. He needed the most help in NBA history.
I didn't mean to pause it. We're going to keep it going. I just want to give a shout out to Martell. Thank you, Martell, for joining the live. As you can see, Martell is enjoying himself. You can see his face right there, enjoying the shit out of this live. As you can see, Ticket was not ready, and Martell was having a blast. Thank you for joining me, Martell. Peace, brother. What's good?
Bro, I was dying, bro. Listen, like, I know a lot of people will say that it was very unorganized and stuff like that. I was trying to let you guys go as much as possible, but then also try to bring my guys in to chime in. You know, we want to do round 2, possibly Thursday. Tickets down for round 2 on Thursday, and it will be live so that we can also bring everybody up, not just, you or not just your co-host, but we can bring everybody up.
So, all right. No doubt, man. Shout out to you again. Y'all make sure to subscribe to the Miami Heat Zone channel, especially if you're a Miami Heat fan. I subscribe to that channel on my channel and also with GOAT James Kingdom. He does a great job representing the Heat and giving us great updates. We wasn't able to do a Miami Heat show today on GOAT James Kingdom, obviously, because we're doing this. And thank you, Martell, for setting this up. As you can see, this was great content. So let's continue on with the debate. Again, as you can see, Martell is enjoying himself. Team to beat. Amir cannot believe that I just said Michael Jordan had the most help in NBA history, and Ticket has lost his mind because he did not realize that GOAT James Kingdom actually exists. And now he finally met GOAT James Kingdom, and he's actually, like Martell said, he's ready for a debate within 3 days. He's actually getting in shape tonight for Thursday night.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so guys, hold on one second. So Amir, please ask the next question so that we can keep going.
I got that, but I got to unpack that. He said that Jordan needed the most help having Scottie.
Jordan had the most help in NBA history to accomplish the 6 championships he had. Yes.
That is unreal. The fact that he literally went with D-Wade, Chris Bosh, got Kevin Love at age 25, traded to his team when he went back home, and then got Anthony Davis.
I ask you this. Let me ask you a question, Amir, since you ain't have a question to ask me. Answer this question. Who has the most teammate that went to the All-NBA and the All-Defensive team in the same years? Who has more, LeBron James or Jordan?
Scottie Pippen, obviously, because of the defensive piece. Obviously.
And All-NBA. It doesn't matter. He's an All-NBA player. Has Jordan ever won an NBA championship without an All-Star, All-NBA, or All-Defensive player on his team?
Yes.
Yep.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, come on.
Jordan never won an NBA championship without an All-Star.
He did with the
Scottie
first.
Pippen was an All-Defensive player every year. Jordan won.
Scottie was All-Defense every year they won a championship.
All-Star, All-NBA, or All-Defensive team. LeBron won a championship without none of that. No, I didn't. This is recorded. This is recorded.
Yep, it is.
That's what I said.
That's why I love YouTube.
Has LeBron James ever won a championship without? Has LeBron James ever won a championship without an All-Star on his team?
Yes.
When?
2016.
Who was the All-Star he won without?
Nobody on the Cavaliers made the All-Star in 2016. Nobody made an All-NBA on the Cavaliers beside LeBron in 2016.
I said, hold on.
Nobody made an All-Defensive team on the Cavaliers in 2016.
That's where T goes to his phone like a clown.
Nobody on the 2016 Cavaliers was an All-Star besides LeBron James. In fact, he beat a team that had 3 All-Stars, 3 All-NBA players. Jordan never beat a team with 3 All-Stars and 3 All-NBA players on the same roster. Go find it. Go fact check. Pull out your phone.
And then to sit here and try to give an excuse on why he wasn't an All-Star. He just wasn't an All-Star. It doesn't matter.
Just a cherry-picking mofo right here.
No, it's not. Because when Scottie Pippen did the All-Star team in 1998, you'll say Jordan won a championship without an All-Star teammate.
Hold on. You gonna tell the truth why you cherry-picking, sir?
He said he telling the truth. He said you telling the truth. He said you telling the truth.
That's facts. Again, you have now been exposed by the exposer, and you're more than welcome, Ticket.
You're gonna tell the truth why you're cherry-picking is what I said.
I'm telling the truth though. I'm telling the motherfucking truth.
Why do dudes always talk about cherry picking as they cherry pick?
Jordan had more help than anybody in NBA history. Than anybody in NBA history.
I don't know why
I hate to do it. Pause it real quick. Pause it real quick. I hate to do it.
Why didn't
Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
He's sitting here right now. He's sitting here right now talking about cherry picking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? When he talked about 2011, isn't that cherry picking? Anytime these dudes talk about a bad performance LeBron James has ever had, is that not cherry picking? How do these dudes not understand that they are contradicting themselves in their own goddamn argument?
Listen, I'm more surprised and I'm more astonished by the fact that Dominican Republic got the Wi-Fi where both his phone and laptop could work at the same time.
Lol.
And listen, man. Like I said, y'all see this man. Look at him. He didn't even know that. They didn't even know that. He was asking me questions he didn't even know the answers to. He didn't even know that. That's how much they be lying to one another, that they don't even be knowing the answer to these questions, man. This shit was fucking classic, man. This shit was classic. Let's continue. Again, this is debate between Ticket and Ajani the Exposer on Miami Heat Zone channel. Y'all can go check it out right now. It's available on the Miami Heat Zone page. And also, it's available if you are a member at the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I will be posting this right after this live. Thank you for joining us. We're doing a special member reaction of this particular debate. As you can see, Ticket is really reeling. I don't think he's going to wear that 93 finals hat anymore. It's going to be a bad memory. It's only going to be a actual symbol of what Ajani did to him during the debate he was definitely not prepared for. So let's continue the debate, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom.
Kyrie make the All-Star team that year?
Because he wasn't an All-Star.
Nope. Tell the truth.
Because he wasn't an All-Star.
That's not true. Tell the truth.
Because he wasn't an All-Star.
Because he got hurt.
Because he wasn't an All-Star. Getting hurt.
He got hurt. Come on, so let me get it straight. Hold on, let me get it straight.
Also, he can't be an All-Star if you're hurt.
Wait there. Kyrie Irving was an All-Star from his second year in the league. Every year, from his second year, third year, fourth year, and in the fifth year, when they won, he didn't make the All-Star team that year. You know why? Because he was hurt. That's why he didn't make it.
So basically, you were still correct. He wasn't an All-Star.
Wait. But he was still All-Star caliber player. Let me say this to you.
Now All-Star caliber player. See how it shift? See how it carry?
Watch how I get him though.
Because when Scottie was an All-Star in 1990 and Jordan choked in the playoffs in the Game 7, he didn't make the All-Star game the next year, but you still use that. He's an All-Star caliber player.
What do you mean choke?
Jordan choked in a Game 7 versus Detroit. Lost by 20. I know you know this because you never watched him play. You're younger than me. You never watched him play.
Hold on. When did he choke? What's the game?
Game 7 versus the Detroit Pistons when they got blown out by 20. He choked. Lost the game by 20 points.
What year did you say?
1990. That's choke.
Oh, you talking about the 90?
Yes, he choked. The Bulls needed one game to make the NBA Finals. Jordan choked.
How did Jordan choke in that game?
Because his team lost by 20 and he didn't do enough.
I asked you, how did he choke?
I just said that. His team lost by 20. He didn't do enough to help his team win. That's why.
So hold on. So let me ask you this question. So when LeBron James got the holy hell beat out of him, right? by the Dallas Mavs, did he choke?
No, he didn't choke.
Look at that cherry picking.
Why y'all put me in here against
Check out Martell died laughing there. Martell's like, yo, this is crazy.
You want to call him choking, but did he win 3 in a row?
Ticket's not going to admit to that, so why do I got to admit to LeBron choking?
Exactly,
bitch.
bitch.
Explain to me how LeBron choking. I'll explain to him how Jordan choking.
Exactly, bitch. He got to explain his part, bitch.
He said Jordan choked. He didn't say Jordan choked. So I asked him a question. I asked him, if you think Jordan choked because of the team,
yes.
Well, do you think LeBron James choked because of the Mavericks?
He didn't.
I'm a Miami Heat fan, and I think LeBron's the second best player after Jordan, and of course LeBron choked, right? Come on, ask the other Miami Heat fans.
That's
He definitely fell short in the next series, but go on to the next question.
All right, next question. So I'll start off with you, Johnny. So what do you think is more
this
impressive?
a nasty
And I probably know
shit.
the answer to this question, but Jordan's 6-0 record in the finals, where he did not choke one time, not one single game or one series went to 7 games. So in the finals, Jordan did not choke, 6-0. Or what do you think is more impressive? LeBron getting to the finals 10 times. And obviously we know his record is 4-6. What's more impressive to you? 10 trips, 4 wins or 6-0?
Okay, if you're asking what's better between 6-0 and 4-6, then the obvious answer will be 4-6 because you're adding going to the finals, right? Because obviously not making the finals is not better than making the finals. So even if we give Jordan the 6, because 6 is better than 4, but also 6 is better than 0. At the end of the day, if you're making the finals 10 times, that's dominating the NBA for a very long time. It is an accomplishment. The NBA does give you a trophy, a shirt, hats, banner, all kind of stuff happen when you win your conference. So, yeah, Jordan has the 6 championships, but outside of that, if we take any other 4 years Jordan has, it's not as successful as the other 4 years LeBron has. So in reality, you're giving LeBron James more seasons at being successful, dominating the game of basketball like he did, and getting all the way to the finals, and just not being successful enough to win the whole NBA championship, but it's still better than getting swept in the first round 2 years back-to-back, or having 5 losing seasons in your career. At the end of the day, yeah, 4-6 is better than 6-0. Now 6 is better than 4. That should be the conversation. If we're going to talk about winning, we should be talking about winning. Jordan has 6 championships. LeBron has 4. But nobody ever says more championships makes another player better than the next. So Jordan 6 doesn't make him better than LeBron. But 4-6 may be better than 6-0.
Let me answer that. We don't have to say 6. We can start other places. We can go to Michael Jordan won the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year award the same year. Something LeBron James never did. Your King never did that. Your King, not mine. Michael Jordan got 10 scoring titles. Your King been in the league for 22 years. He never did that shit, boy. You know what else? I can keep going. Michael Jordan got 10 all-defensive teams. Your King ain't never did that. He ain't never sniffed no 10 all-defensive teams. You want me to keep going?
I swear, this is the same Jordan talking point.
Michael Jordan don't got 10 all-defensive teams in the first place.
Michael Jordan never lost.
He don't.
He never lost. It never went 7. He never choked in the big games. Straight. So all these different things, Michael Jordan still has over Jokic, and Michael Jordan has the highest NBA Finals average.
88, 89, and 90.
You want to keep playing this game with me?
You want to fact check that?
I won't consider a
You're
4th-year
Go fact
player
check that. Why you fact check that? I'll tell you
like
what LeBron James has
2007
over
for
your boy.
LeBron. I won't
LeBron James
consider.
has
Oh,
all y'all missed this
You
though.
want to keep playing this game?
Why y'all missed this part? Why he says Jordan? Watch, he's gonna say, watch this. He's gonna say Jordan has the most average points per game in the NBA Finals, and then he's gonna retract after he go checks his phone and realize Jordan is not. Watch this. Pay attention, y'all.
Michael Jordan still has over Jokic, and Michael Jordan has the highest NBA Finals average ever. You want to keep playing this game with me?
You want to fact check that? Go back and fact check that. You're wrong. Go fact check that. Why you fact check that? I'll tell you what LeBron James has over your boy. LeBron James has the most All-NBA selections in NBA history. The All-NBA and the All-Star selections is the oldest award and honors in NBA history. LeBron James has the most of both of them. He has the most All-NBA first teams in NBA history. LeBron James is top 5 in all defensive first team selections as well. They had to change the rules on how it was voted on because LeBron James was so dominant that they wouldn't vote for him to win the Defensive Player of the Year, which we all know MJ won off of fake stats because Jordan's stats were cooked in 1988. But at the end of the day, LeBron James also has more points than Michael Jordan, including the playoffs. He also has more rebounds and assists than Michael Jordan. He has more playoff wins, more playoff
You asked me to fact check. How much did LeBron average in the finals? You asked me to fact check that.
Jordan does not average the most points in the NBA Finals.
No. I said than LeBron James.
Lies.
You said Jordan averages the most
No,
points
you
in
didn't.
finals
You're
history.
lying.
That's what you said.
Between those two, yeah, we talking about.
No. You said that's finals history. LeBron
I'm saying between those two.
Man, everybody knows Rick Barry.
Yeah, he just lied.
Everybody don't know that's the problem. Everybody
LeBron James
think it's
averages
Jordan.
double in the finals. Jordan does.
It's actually Rick Barry, but it's not. Jordan's like top
I think
5.
it's Jordan because he averaged 41 in that one final series.
No, but then right, so then I then when he tried to switch it up, I even let him have that LeBron doesn't average more than Jordan in the finals. But watch when I bring up what LeBron does have over Jordan in the finals. Watch how he couldn't handle that. So let's go back a little bit. Pay attention, y'all. Listen to this. What the hell just happened?
Man, chicken with the second.
LeBron James averaged a double-double in the finals. Jordan doesn't. Jordan is only one.
No, you're not. Hold on.
Jordan is the
He
only.
did.
Jordan's one of few players. Don't repeat yourself because it's my turn. Okay, no, I'll wait till it's my turn to speak. Go ahead.
You said all-time LeBron average double-double?
In the finals. LeBron James averaged a double-double in the finals.
All-time average. LeBron's averaging double-double in the finals all time.
In the finals, all time, yes, sir. 28 and 10.
Okay, sir. Okay, so like I'm gonna say this. What is he?
I give you that info.
28 and 10.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, but here's double-double. That's what I just said. Double-double. I just said a double-double, man. One more time out. Go through the fact check where I drop my knowledge. So this is what happened. I
can't get a chance to speak my tell us what we gonna do because this man cut me off, brother. I can't get a chance to get my speak off because he was wrong. Because he said Michael Jordan averaged the most points in NBA history. He was wrong. You were wrong there. Jordan doesn't average the most points in finals NBA history.
I was comparing him to your.
No, you were wrong. That's what you was wrong.
You got out there right now.
Look at that
I know
line.
that's where's your son? You taking care of him? When you
Hey, guess what?
I know you're not with you. I know you're not with you. That's the points in NBA history. He was wrong. You were wrong there. Jordan doesn't average the most points in finals NBA history.
I was comparing him to your.
No, you were wrong. That's what you was wrong. You were wrong.
You got out there right now.
I know that's where's your son? You taking care of him? When you
Hey, guess what?
I know he's not in DR with you. I know he's not in DR with you. That's the facts. You a Zesty Jeffrey, you don't take care of your kids. Make sure you pay your child support, bro. I'm in Miami. This is where I be at. I mean, come to Miami, nigga. They ain't scared of you. Come to Miami. That's what Zesty Jeffries do best. They become Goat James Kingdom groupies. They take flights to see other men. Here we go, y'all. Another Goat James Kingdom groupie who wants to come meet up with Ajani. Go ahead, brother.
Brush your teeth.
That man said brush your teeth.
Cap though, bro.
I know that. You love to go see other men. You take flight to see other men.
Where am I capping? I live in Miami. You can come see me, and you can be a DJ City Girl groupie if that's what you want to do.
The reason I said you cap, you bone, because Jordan did average a double-double at 91 when he averaged 31.
He does not average for his finals record. His finals is not a double-double. He
LeBron don't
didn't
even average a double-double for his finals record. So what's he talking about?
Yes, he does. He averaged 28 and 10. Yes, he does.
No, he don't.
Yeah, it does, Herm.
Herm, you're wrong. Let it go, Herm. You're wrong.
I did a whole segment on that shit.
LeBron James averaged 28 points and 10 rebounds per game in his finals NBA history for 55 games that he played. It's funny that y'all know he's 22 and 33 in the finals, but y'all don't know that he's 28 and 10 in the finals. Well, only him, Shaquille O'Neal, and I think another player is the only players that actually average a double-double with over 25 points per game in NBA finals history.
And 50% true or 50% better true shooting.
As you can see, listen, if you watch right now, Ticket TV is looking for more drink. He can't believe he ran out of drink. He's going to need some more drink. He didn't realize what he was getting into. While I was sitting there sipping my drink because I already knew what was about to happen. So let's go ahead and continue, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is the debate between Ticket TV and Ajani the Exposer on Miami Heat Zone channel. Y'all make sure to subscribe and like the all channels, and also check out all the membership for all the channels, because again, we're all content creators and your support is well appreciated, and we show nothing but love and respect to all of our members and subscribers. Thank you again for supporting what we do. Again, y'all, enjoy y'all Monday evening. As you can see, Ticket TV is reeling. I tell you what, a Dominican woman made extra money last night after what I did to him.
You know all the time. That's some GJK City Girl groupie shit. Only City Girls gonna take flight to go see other men. That's what you do.
Make your point. Go ahead, make your point real quick.
So as I stated before, there's a whole bunch of stuff LeBron James has over Jordan. Like I said, he has more playoff wins, more playoff series wins, made the playoffs more, had more winning seasons, was able to win championships on every team he's ever played on in his life. Jordan can't say that. LeBron has won on every team he's ever played on in his life. Doesn't matter if it was NBA or not. LeBron James is the greatest thing you've ever seen in basketball, because none of us really saw Jordan play. So at the end of the day, we saw LeBron play for 22 straight years. Jordan never averaged 25 points per game for 20 years, let alone 15 seasons, which is the next best guy. Jordan never did nothing like that. Jordan doesn't have 40,000 points. He doesn't have 11,000 rebounds. He doesn't have 11,000 assists. He doesn't have none of these things.
Let me ask you this question.
He has 10 scoring titles and he's scoring. It doesn't matter.
If Jordan didn't average that, why does he have more scoring titles than LeBron James? And why does he have a higher career point average per game than LeBron?
Because scoring, listen, Jordan was the best scorer for 10 NBA seasons. He beat everybody for 10 NBA seasons.
I'm asking you.
LeBron James beat everybody. Jordan averaged more points than LeBron because he takes more shots than LeBron per game. That's why.
Come on. How many shots? Hold on. How many shots does LeBron James take per game for his career?
Less than 20.
He just falls into the trap every time.
Well, let's pull it up right now.
I got you.
I don't keep pulling this up. I don't know. Listen, let's keep hoping that Dominican Wi-Fi works well for you.
Hey, sir. LeBron James for his career takes 19.6 shots per game.
That's less than 20, correct? Is that less than 20 tickets?
Let me finish. When he was in Cleveland,
Let me finish. What is there to finish? What is there to finish?
Wait. Talking about for career. Let me finish. The reason why I gave you context in that is because as you get LeBron's playing to advance older stage as far as
Now we need context.
So when you do
You
that,
made a claim.
you're playing with
You
other
were wrong.
superstar players like AD, these other guys. Your shots ain't
What does that
as
have to do
much
with your
as they
claim,
used to
sir?
be when you were younger. So what I'm saying is that Michael Jordan, when he was playing,
Stop
he
at
didn't play.
2018.
Hold on, let me finish.
Go back to 2018. What was LeBron's field goal attempts per game? No, because all you're doing is capping. You got to is capping.
19.9.
Can I finish the 20?
Is that less than 20? I mean, I'm good with math.
They both less than 20.
If you don't round
No,
up.
Jordan averaged 22.9 for his career, and in Chicago it was over 23.
No. That's not true.
Let's wrap this one up because I got a question
Bro,
for y'all.
this is ridiculous.
Hold on. Before we do that, I would love for Ticket TV and Amir, since they're the Jordan guys, to show me the scorers Jordan had to go up against that were as good as Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant,
that's easy.
Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry.
Wait, let me stop. Let me finish.
No, I'm baby Allen Iverson. So he's not even gonna let me finish the question.
One mic.
He's not even gonna let me cook. Jordan ain't gonna let me cook.
Hey, hold on, Tigger. Let him go real quick. Hold on, Tigger.
Again, like I said, name the players that Jordan had to win scoring titles against that were as good as Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Westbrook, James Harden. These are guys that are winning scoring titles. Joel Embiid, Luka. These are guys that are winning scoring titles by LeBron.
I can answer your question.
Name me a player that averaged 30 points per game or more.
Let me finish.
How about that?
Let me answer.
John
First of all,
Moran.
your question sounds dumb as shit
Jason
because if you know
Tatum.
basketball, you would know the pace of you would know the pace of the game and the way they played was different from today. Today they
Always
jack up
go
a
to
bunch
the
of 3-point shots, and they have a bunch of they have way more possessions because of how fast they play. Back then, you played more team basketball. When you slowed it down, it was more half court ball, and the scores were lower. Now, with that being said, sir, there were still elite scorers in the league. Let me go ahead and get up in on your helmet. He played against AI, fool. That's one. So let's take AI off the board right there. He played against AI. What about Alex English? Did you know about him? What about George Gervin? Did you know about him? I'm asking you a question, sir. What
George Gervin was not in Jordan's era.
What about
Olajuwon never averaged 30 points per game.
What about Hakeem?
He never scored as good as those guys that I'm talking about. Hakeem is not as good scorer as any of the guys I mentioned.
I'm naming you. Hold on, sir. Listen. You asked me dudes that was in Jordan's era. That were
good scorers. They were not good scorers. They were not good scorers. What are you talking about? Not as good as the guys I named, Kevin Durant. Again, you talk about the pace. I'm talking about players who played in the 2000s, in the slowest pace and the lowest scoring era. I said I brought up Tracy McGrady. Iverson played 2 seasons in the 90s when Michael Jordan played. That doesn't count. He was a rookie for 1 year and a sophomore the next year. Those don't count.
Did he average over Dub?
Did he average 30? Like Kevin Durant and them do.
Hold on. LeBron didn't come in the league until 2003, sir.
Exactly. And he had Tracy McGrady.
So listen. When LeBron James played Allen Iverson was on the down. He was on the down.
He was winning scoring titles. Iverson was winning scoring
And
titles.
Gervin wasn't? What about Gervin?
No, you're not listening because you don't know basketball history.
Let me say my sentence, sir. You got to remember, AI was at his peak when he played the Lakers in the finals back in the early 2000s. That's when AI was at his peak. After that, hold on. All up until then was AI was destroying the league. After that is when AI's decline started, sir.
All of this is what he's talking about.
Then when Chris Webber and them started coming on. Look it up on your screen right there. That's when the decline started.
I know.
Wait.
That's what I know.
From 2000, wait 1 second. Go from 2003 on with AI and tell me what he averaged.
In 2005, Allen Iverson averaged 30.7 points per game. Again, tell me who in Jordan in the 90s, when Jordan won 7 scoring titles, was averaging 30.7 points per game outside of Michael Jordan.
My man, nobody tell me. Once again, I'm going to say this to you again.
That's 2005. That's 2005, Ticket. You keep getting exposed by the exposure. This is fucking epic.
My brother, let me answer the question. You have to realize and recognize the game was played differently than it was today. How can I
now
prove
it's
that?
played different.
The 3-point
Always
shot
an
for
excuse, bro.
Steph Curry, these guys are shooting 15 3-pointers a game.
Because they can shoot.
Wait.
Allen Iverson good.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Hey, Johnny, pause it real quick, bro.
Let me finish. Can I finish the sentence?
Hold on, because
Go ahead. What you got for
Again,
Twin Man? Go ahead. I'm listening.
I hear all the babbling. It's a whole bunch of babbling. You asked them a very specific question. Who in the 90s, because we had a whole show on this, on one of the Sunday shows about these scoring titles and how it was easy to win them in the 90s because no one could score like Jordan. We literally had a whole show on this. And we literally laid out how Jordan had no competition. He really didn't. So to sit here and then try to downplay AI, and he sit here ask you Iverson scoring in 2005. You give him the answer, then he gets on another babble session. That's how you know he's losing. He starts babbling. He starts talking about stuff not related to the question. And again, his entire argument is based off of bullshit, zesty Jeffrey logic. But what does 10 scoring titles mean? Nothing. It's not better than 40,000 points.
But no, the thing is that we never take away Jordan's 10 scoring titles. They just make it seem like Jordan's 10 scoring titles mean something more than when LeBron has the actual scoring record. And on top of that, the fact that LeBron James was playing an era with way better scores than Jordan. Because a scoring title is you beating out somebody for the season. So for 10 seasons, Jordan was the best scorer in the NBA. But for 75 plus years, LeBron's been the best scorer in NBA history. That's all that is. So we never take that away from them, but they don't be knowing the history. And that's the sad part, is that he asked me a question, I gave him an answer. And as you can see, again, every time we pause this debate, you look at what I'm doing on the top right, and we looking at what Ticket's doing on the top left, and it don't look good for Ticket and his fan base. I'm sorry, Zesty Jeffries. GOAT James Kingdom will not go nowhere as long as you Zesty Jeffries continue to not talk the game of basketball. Go ahead, Twin Man.
Can you highlight timeless use comment?
For what? Please. You know who that is? You know who that is?
Nah, he's talking shit. So I would love to address it. This is going to be the Twin Man chat bomb. I'm robbing your segment real quick, Travis. So let's make something real clear. Let's make something real clear. I've been on this channel around the beginning. I have literally said Jordan scoring titles to me meant nothing because he didn't have any scoring competition. It didn't take Ajani to say it for me to already know that. Because, see, LeBron fans actually know basketball. Jordan fans do what Ticket's doing right now. They flail, they speak in narratives. And when they can't sit here and make you worship things like scoring titles and make it seem like the all-time scoring record is just a longevity award, y'all get mad and start calling names. Or basically sitting here saying, I don't have common sense. I'm smart enough to know Jordan took more shots than anybody else in the 90s. That's why he was able to win scoring titles. If the entire offense is predicated around you scoring the basketball, guess what you're going to do? You're going to win a bunch of fucking scoring titles. That's also common sense.
Well, the reason I told you, if you didn't know who this guy here is a GJK City Girl groupie. He is more than happy to take a flight because he challenged Brandon and I to play the game of basketball 2-on-2 between me, him, and Young Miami. This is JT from the GJ Girl City Girl groupies. And as you can see, he says that I lied when all they do is take the words out of your mouth and actually not even listen, because I never said scoring titles don't matter. If you're talking about compared to the scoring record, yes, 10 scoring titles don't matter compared to the scoring record. But no one ever took away Michael Jordan's 10 scoring titles. Even Brandon can tell you when we made our criteria. No, but I'm just saying, when Brandon and I made our criteria, I told Brandon I count scoring titles. I never took away any of that. But again, I know how to use it and compare it to the greatness of players of all time, unlike you, Zesty Jeffries, in particular, you GJK City Girl groupies.
Well, so really fast, John. Like the reason why scoring titles don't matter. And here's the thing for all the people in the chat: Jordan's a top 10 scorer of all time, but it has nothing to do with his scoring titles. It has everything to do with the fact that he's one of those players who led his team in scoring for 10 years at a 50% or better clip. Scoring titles only mean, generally speaking, 99% generally speaking, that you took the most shots that season, and it really doesn't matter how efficient you were, because who's like the most efficient guy to ever win a scoring title? Who, like Joel Embiid, like a couple of years ago? Like, you're not going to win it because you're playing you're playing within the offense. You're playing within the offense, and so you're not going to be able to take like 18 to 24 shots a game like the guys in the 90s. Like there were plenty of guys in the 90s who were scoring points, but they weren't taking 25 to 30 shots a game because like they would shoot their team out of games. Like the reason why LeBron's record is so impressive is because he's in a center who just takes he's like shooting 3 feet away from the basket every single time, and like you have to shoot, you have to play an insane long time, like he's done, and you have to do it at consistent pace, and you have to be efficient for all this time period. Like that's why he's one of the better scorers of all time, and that's why nobody else will replicate what he's done because there's too many factors that go into it. That's why the 40K is way more impressive than 10 titles.
Yeah, but anyway, Jordan did have 5 of his scoring title seasons where he did have average above 50% shooting, so we're not going to even take it there. At the end of the day, it's a great accomplishment. We never took it away from Michael Jordan. It just does not trump 40K, nor does it trump what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar held, which was over 30 years of being the greatest scorer of all time. So let's continue. As I said before, I am enjoying myself. So is Martell. So is Trent. Team to beat Amir had to disappear for a while because he realized Ticket TV just did not have what everybody thought. Again, you can see the veins coming out of his neck. He's trying real hard. He's focusing on that laptop, and he's focusing on the information in that phone because he did not realize that Ajani the Exposer actually exists, and now he does. He has been officially been exposed by the Exposer.
Hold up, because y'all repeating yourself. We got to move on to the next question. We got to move on to the next.
That's right.
Say your
Now we
last.
got to move on to the next question.
No. I'm letting you say.
They saving you. You need to
I'm
be
letting
saved.
you
Good
go.
job,
I'm
Trent.
I need to be saved, bro. You the one that got the tape on out here with the LeBron James jockstrap booty drawers on.
Oh my God, yes.
Go ahead, James. You right. You right. The only thing you missing is Diddy oil, nigga. That's the only thing.
You missing is basketball knowledge, nigga. That's what you missing, basketball knowledge. Continue.
Brush your teeth.
Final point.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Now, my whole point is that, bro, if you look back in Jordan's era, look at the average 3-point attempts per game. They were nowhere near now. The game was played different. So Michael Jordan was truly dominant because the game was played in a different style to where guys wasn't shooting threes like that. All those great 3-point shooters, they were shooting like 3 or 4 threes a game. Reggie Miller, sometimes he would get up to 5. The max was 6 to 7. But he never had seasons where he's shooting 10, 11, 12 threes a game. Bro, you got Buddy Hield and these guys shooting 15, 16 threes a game now. So what are we talking about? That don't even make no sense the way they jack up threes now. If you had those guys back then jacking up those type of shots and playing that type of basketball, all those dudes' averages will be out of this world. That's why we say if you put a prime Ray Allen in this era, if you put a prime Reggie Miller in this era where they could just shoot 13 or 14 threes a game, them dudes would be averaging 32.
All right, look, next question. Which player had a more impact?
What does that hypothetical got to do with anything?
Like peak. So LeBron's peak and Jordan's peak. Who do you think had the biggest peak?
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, as far as peak goes, it's either one or two things. You give LeBron James an 18, 20-year peak, or you give him multiple peaks throughout his career. At the end of the day, LeBron James, like I said, is just the greatest basketball player we've ever seen. He's adapted to the slowest pace, the lowest scoring era in NBA history, to a faster pace 3-point shoot era in NBA history. He's the youngest to average 30. He's the oldest to average 30. He averaged 30 in an era of slow pace and low scoring, and he averaged 30 in an era of 3-point shooting at a faster pace. Because he's just the greatest basketball player we've ever seen. At the end of the day, LeBron James' peaks will literally be 4 different peaks, which makes him the most peaks of all time. And he has the highest peak when we talk about 2013 or 2018. Even if we want to take 2020 LeBron, who was also elite. Let's not forget 2009 LeBron was one of the greatest players we've ever seen in NBA history by the metrics and anything that we want to talk about, from the eye test or anything. So at the end of the day, LeBron James, is when we want to go to peak, overall career, whatever category you guys want, LeBron James the GOAT, man. He's just the greatest player ever. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I can just keep giving y'all knowledge, man. We're just going to let Ticket act crazy and tell us some more lies about Zesty, Jeffrey, Logic. So continue, Ticket. Tell us why Jordan has the greatest peak, because he won 6 in a row. Even though he lost
not just about the 6 in a row, dog. It's about everything else that comes around that. And I'll pull it up right here for you. Again, it's about the 5 MVPs. Well, LeBron James is in his 22nd year, still can't get to 5. That's one. Jordan did that in a short time. And it was years that they didn't vote for Jordan because they got tired of voting for Jordan. That's facts, right? So then let's also go to the steals champs. LeBron James got how many steals champs? Jordan got 3. Jordan got 3. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about that end of the defense. So that goes along with him not only winning the Defensive Player of the Year award, but also being a 10-time All Defensive performer. Something LeBron James has never been able to do. Why hasn't LeBron James been able to make 10 defensive teams and he's been in the league 22 years? But he's supposed to be the greatest player in the world ever. Why? So LeBron James wasn't able to dominate it on offense or defense as far as being the most dominant. These are all facts. But Michael Jordan was. Michael Jordan was dominating on offense and on defense because he was on all NBA defensive teams and he was winning MVPs at the same time. So he was the creme de la creme. He was the main guy in the league. So now, again, so here's another point to shoot down your argument. Michael Jordan played mostly 60-win teams in the finals. Bro, you talking about LeBron James had a tough time coming out of the East. LeBron James was playing teams with losing records in the first round of the playoffs. How many teams did Michael Jordan play with losing records in the first round of the playoffs, sir?
A bunch.
Name the teams Michael Jordan played with a losing record in the first round of the playoffs. Name them. You said he played a bunch.
Start with the
How many teams did Michael Jordan play in the first round with losing? Did the Boston Celtics have a losing record when Michael Jordan first came to the league?
1991 Knicks.
You said a bunch. I said how?
You said name a team. I gave you the team. I started off with that team.
I said name them.
I gave you the Knicks to start off with the 1992.
Wait, so name the other teams. Because it couldn't have been the Celtics. It couldn't have been the Pistons.
The 1992 Heat.
What was their record?
They were less than 500.
Hold on, let's see. Let's put it up right now.
Exactly. You don't know.
I'll put it up right
So why you gonna look at that up? Let me ask you this ticket.
No, this is the funny shit. They do this all the time. They ask you a question only for them to answer the question. He was like, name me the team, because it can't be Boston. It can't. So he started saying, like, it's like they ask you a question, and we've seen this from a lot of Zesty Jeffries. They ask you questions and don't let you actually respond to the question because they believe the question they're asking is rhetorical. They think they know the answer to the question. He didn't know that the 91 Knicks were like 39 and 43. He didn't know the Miami Heat were 38 and 44. He don't know that a team that is the number one seed more than likely will play a team that won 40 or less games. They don't know this. They really don't understand this. They don't understand that the team that he's talking about, Boston was playing a team that had less than 500 record in the Chicago Bulls, because that's what the number one seed plays, a team that more than likely won anywhere between 40 to 42 games or something like that, unless you in today's NBA where you win 46 games and still can't make the playoffs. But let's continue, y'all, because we almost at the end, y'all. Again, this is the debate between Ticket TV and Ajani the Exposer from GOAT James Kingdom on Miami Heat Zone channel, set up by Miami Heat Zone. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to that channel. Check him out. He talks the game of basketball. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it will always be Biscayne in June.
Since you brought up 60-win teams, who beat teams with a better record more, LeBron James or Jordan?
You said what?
Since you want to use team record to make a team better, since you say 60-win teams are better than anybody else, and I'm not going to argue that right now.
No, I didn't say that.
I'm going to ask you that. No, he said Jordan beat the most 60-win teams.
I said, yeah, that's what I said. Better than anybody else.
I asked you again, so I'm going to ask you this. Since you want to use team records, who won versus teams with better records than they had? So how many teams did Jordan beat that had a better record than him, and how many teams did LeBron James beat that had a better record?
Come on.
Who has the most?
Jordan, hold on.
Hold on, let me answer this question. Hold up, it was 38 and 44. I just want to put that out there.
Who?
They were 38 and 44. This is fact check.
Yeah, hold on. So then he didn't have the teams LeBron James played that had losing records in the first round.
I didn't bring that up. You told me to bring up
Now go count those 30.
No, answer my question. Who beat teams with a better record than them more, LeBron or Jordan? Answer that question. Check your phone, because the Dominican Republic got good Wi-Fi service, y'all. Don't go to Dominican Republic, because they got good Wi-Fi. Ticket needs it, because he doesn't know nothing about Michael Jordan's career.
Are you still going to filibuster, or can I ask you a question?
I'm not filibustering nothing. I'm exposing you, sir. That's what I do best. You have been officially exposed by the exposer. Ajani the Exposer. GOAT James Kingdom. Sunday noon, Eastern Time.
I don't know what type of drugs you want, bro. You need help bad. But let me say this, y'all. Let me say this.
I told y'all he was going to get to that. You can't talk basketball, so you got to talk about me. When you can't talk basketball, you talk about Ajani. That's what you do best.
I'm going to put him on you.
I'm going to myself.
I'm myself. He asked me a question I can answer.
Yep, there you go.
Here's the answer to the question. The answer to the question is, he said, why would Michael Jordan have to play teams dude down, man. Pat this nigga up, man. Like I said before.
Sassy Jeffrey excuses for Jordan. Jordan only beat
debate.
4 teams that had better record than his team.
Y'all muted. Come on, why be muted?
Yeah, I want to know how y'all do that shit. How you mute everybody?
Martel muted me. Martel mute Mark.
That's why I got the dugout. Because the dugout is an easy way to shut everybody the fuck up.
Let's go. He can mute me. Go ahead. Martel's the show host. Let's go. Go ahead, Martel. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
For the next question, do you guys think that LeBron James had enough help in Cleveland when he first started his career? I know that there's a lot of people that say he had enough help or he didn't have enough help. Ticket, we'll start off with you. Do you think LeBron James had enough help in Cleveland that ultimately made him leave to go to Miami?
He goddamn right. He got to the NBA Finals, and his teammates outplayed him. They outplayed this bum. If LeBron James just played regular LeBron James basketball, they had a chance to win that series. Tim Duncan was horrible in that series. Remember this. The San Antonio Spurs, the Cavs were in most of those games. They lost those games because of LeBron James. Go back and look at his stats from LeBron James. LeBron James is shooting like 30, 20%, 28%, 30%, 10 of 33 from the field, something like that. 1 of 8 from the three-point line. He completely choked in that finals. If you go look at those games and watch those games, his teammates did enough against San Antonio Spurs that year. That's why those games were all close except for one. How many points separated 3 of those games in that series? 4? Am I right? Am I right or wrong? Game 1. What was the score in game 1? There was only one. There was only one game that was like 9 or 10 points in that series.
Go ahead, Ajani.
Yeah, obviously from what Ticket was so easily, eloquently was able to explain is how LeBron James was the reason why they were winning. All you had to do was shut them down and they couldn't win. So yes, they didn't have enough help at all, especially when you bring up what happened after 2007 during the NBA season when players like Kevin Garnett were available, guys like guys like Ray Allen were available, Paul Gasol were available. There were a slew of players that the Cleveland Cavaliers could have traded for in that 2007 offseason or even in that 2007-08 season that they just didn't do, that other teams made drastic moves to help them get over the hump, because they all saw the writing on the wall after 2007, because LeBron wasn't even supposed to be in that finals. The Cleveland Cavaliers easily overachieved. He was a 22-year-old kid, 4 years out of high school, taking a team to the NBA Finals, having one of the greatest NBA playoff performances of all time, one of the most clutchest performances of all time versus Detroit, to get past them and get to the finals. So in 07-08, the Cleveland Cavaliers should have made some kind of move with all of these players available. They wouldn't trade for Amari Stoudemire to keep J.J. Hickson. They actually traded away their draft picks to the Boston Celtics for Jerry Welch, so that Boston was able to take those draft picks and parlay Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen to their team. So the Cleveland Cavaliers were a completely horrible mess, which is why LeBron James had to get out of there. They didn't do a good job of surrounding him with the players that he needed. They actually overachieved because of LeBron James. And it's proof right there with the finals, because once you put everything on LeBron James, you stop him, the Cleveland Cavaliers couldn't go nowhere. It happened.
So who won Game 7 against the Pistons? Was it LeBron James or was it Daniel Gibson? When LeBron James could
they didn't even go 7 games. They didn't go 7 games. They didn't go 7 games.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. In the fourth quarter in Game 6, when LeBron James could not score,
Boobie Gibson scored 31 points and had a great game.
He was the one, right? So come on. So you're lying ass that he didn't have enough help. You're a fucking liar. He did.
Look at that cherry pick.
Because Boobie Gibson was the one that carried him in the fourth quarter.
That's not
help. He carried him in the finals, in the conference finals in the fourth quarter. What are you talking about?
That's not help, my friend. That's not help.
That's not help. This dude is on drugs, man. Hey, yo, man.
That's like me saying Scottie Pippen.
How was that not help?
All right. That's like me saying Scottie Pippen winning player of the game.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
See, look, he's not going to
If he didn't have no help,
give me 2 questions and I'll answer both of them. I'm going to show you how the exposure works. Ask me 2 questions, I'm going to answer that shit. Go ahead.
If he didn't have no help, he didn't go to the finals every year.
Because again, the Cleveland Cavaliers did not have enough help.
You said it's because of him. Martel, he said they didn't have no help. He said the only reason they got to the finals because of LeBron. So why he missed the finals those other years in Cleveland? Why he ain't go? If it was all because of LeBron, why he didn't go back to the finals those other years?
Because like I told you, the NBA were making transitional moves. How you think Paul Gasol got to the Lakers in 08? How you think Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen got over to the Boston Celtics? There was a big shift change in the NBA after the 07 finals because how LeBron James led the team to the finals. Everybody saw it on the wall. In fact, Danny H is on record stating that when LeBron James was in high school, that he would trade every player in the NBA besides Kobe Bryant for LeBron James then. And that was LeBron James in high school. So what do you think Danny Ainge was doing when he saw LeBron James take the Cleveland Cavaliers to the NBA Finals in 2007? He said, I need to go get Ray Allen. I need to go get Kevin Garnett because they were available. Kevin Garnett even called Kobe Bryant trying to join the Lakers in the 07 offseason. Because it was so many people moving around during that year. Even after 08, the Miami Heat ended up picking up Sean Marion, right? Sean Marion could have easily helped the Cleveland Cavaliers in 08, but they didn't go do that. There was a lot of things that the Cleveland Cavaliers did not do because they were still selling tickets, and Dan Gilbert was cheap. He had just bought the team, and he was not interested in investing.
So what about with Dan Gilbert? What about with Dan Gilbert? What about when Dan Gilbert had the most expensive roster in the NBA?
I had two questions to answer. I'll answer that when you get to the
Three out of those 4 years, the second time LeBron was the Cavs, when Dan Gilbert had some of the most expensive rosters in the league, why he couldn't win but one? Because all those years, he was one of the top spenders in the league.
Because again, the NBA was smart enough to go put Kevin Durant on the Warriors. They would have won multiple titles if it wasn't for the Warriors grabbing Kevin Durant and the NBA having a new collective bargaining agreement that allowed such teams like the Golden State Warriors to even add a Kevin Durant to their roster. So at the end of the day, even that team was undermined by the fact that other teams were out there creating super teams just to stop the GOAT of basketball.
So let me ask you this question. Why wasn't that an excuse for the Dallas Mavericks when they beat a super team, Miami Heat?
Miami Heat were not a super team in 2011.
Okay, we ain't talking no more, bro.
Yeah,
hey,
don't talk.
Listen, he said,
don't take videos of booty cheeks. Like
Chris Bosh and G Wade were not a super team?
That's not a super team. A super team is supposed to be a team. 3 players don't make a super team.
Hey, look, man.
3 players don't make a super team.
No, Ajani, bro. You know what he means. That is a super team.
I don't know what ticket it means. Ticket is drunk. Ticket is drunk. He's in a basement of a strip club somewhere in Dominican Republic. Nothing cohesive. The 2013 Heat was a super team and they won a championship. The 2016 was a super team and they won a championship. I know my team has a super team, and it was 2013 when we added Rashard Lewis and Ray Allen and those guys. But the Miami Heat team, who had Carlos Arroyo and Joel Anthony as a starting player on their roster, was not a super team. Get the fuck out of here.
You got 3 All-Stars in that prime. That's not a super team.
That's not a super team. No. Heat of 2011 is not a super team. No. I don't go off of all-stars. I go off of what a team is. I go off a whole team, a whole roster. Like the 96 Bulls, which was a super team. Like the 93 Bulls, which was a super team. Those are super teams.
How was that a super team?
Because in NBA history, there's only been 5 times the team had 2 All-NBA players and 3 All-Defensive players on their roster. Chicago Bulls had 2 of them, 1 in 93 and 1 in 96. And in fact, no, hold up, shit. And in fact, there's only been 2 teams in NBA history to have 2 All-NBA first-team players and 3 All-Defensive first-team players on it. That's the 96 Bulls and the 1983 76ers. So that would constitute a super team.
My man, first of all,
because making the All-NBA and All-Defensive team is better than being an All-Star.
Bro, lay off the caffeine, man. And you look crazy as hell.
Ain't no caffeine. Yeah, man. Yeah, brother. Go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know where y'all find these weirdos.
Named Good James Kingdom. I know we're a small channel, Ticket. I know you got a lot of things going on. Yeah, I know that, but we are Good James Kingdom. Remember that shit. Write it down. Take a picture. Johnny the Exposer. Good James
Let's stop that right now. Hold on, bro. Let's stop that right now.
This game in June.
Hold on, wait. If I was disrespecting your channel, bro, I wouldn't disrespect my channel.
No, that's fine. You can't disrespect my channel. I got 3,000 subscribers. You're not doing that to me. You're helping me out. You're helping me out. In fact, thank you, Ticket. Thank you for this, because because of you, you're going to help me get some more subscribers, and I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
They're going to come cook your ass for being active.
No, ain't nobody. Listen. You know who Hollywood Herm is. I've been cooking Pee Wee Herman a long time ago.
Shout out to Hollywood Herm.
All I do is put people on the exposure block. You not the first man to be exposed by the exposure block. You got nothing better to do with your life but being Dominican Republic strip clubs. That's all you got. That's why. Be real. Be real.
Yo, I'm gonna wrap it up. Look. I got a few more questions on the train. we're going to do the closing statements, and then we're done. But go ahead, Trent. Go ahead.
I was wrapping it up.
No, go ahead, Trent. No, let's do that one more time. Trent, one more question, and then Amir, and then we'll have the closing statements. Go ahead.
Listen, let me ask you a question, man. And this is obviously for both of y'all and stuff like that. Ticket TV. This is between me and you, actually. There ain't no question. We got to run it back. All right? We got smoke over here, too. You know what I'm saying? We got smoke over here. I let y'all go back and forth, bro. Me and you got smoke in here that last episode, man. I had to cook your ass up. You already 0-2 over here in these debates. You feel me? So look, you know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, Ticket TV. I thought you was gonna come more prepared. I thought you was gonna come way more prepared. You didn't. Prepared for what? You wasn't prepared on this debate.
Hold on. First of all,
no.
Prepared for Ajani the exposure. Nigga, you wasn't prepared for me, nigga. That's what you wasn't prepared
You must not have half a brain. Because if you think
my show, I thought, thank you very much. Like I said,
who's running his mouth about LeBron James being better than Jordan, that's crazy. You don't need to prepare for this debate. I don't know if you facts.
LeBron, go.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Ticket TV, bro. You brought up great points. He brought up great points. But the reason why the stuff that when you come for somebody personally, you already lose the debate. This is Jordan versus Jordan. This is Jordan versus James. This is not Johnny versus Ticket.
What are you talking about?
You can't do that.
What are you talking about, man?
So this is what I'm
Hey,
talking
Ticket,
about.
I'll come pick you up from the airport at Miami International. I got you, brother.
Hey, look. Hey, dead ass serious, dog. Yo, you hit me up, dog. You let me know where this boy at. He think I'm bullshitting. I'm gonna call his ass. I'm gonna call his ass when I'm in Miami International. I'm gonna call his ass.
Go ahead, Amir.
I didn't know you could draft super team Ticket, right? Because the Bulls drafted Scotty and Jordan and created it internally, organically, but still. I mean, obviously we got Rodman and Kukoc and other pieces too, but still. I don't know. My last thought, I guess, if we could keep this civil, just because it's objective and subjective, right? Like, this is a debate for a reason, and there's no apples to apples comparison when it comes to these types of people. Even though I agree with Ticket, I think Jordan's the best of all time. I think LeBron's number 2. But Johnny, let's start with you. What do you think is the criteria? Because you've been giving a lot of good stats and facts, so has Ticket, right? Like, I appreciate the arguments that you're bringing on your side, but I don't think you're completely right. And some of the things I thought you said were kind of crazy, thinking that I'm a Heat fan. That team with LeBron, Bosh, and Wade.
The narrative stats.
I don't care about the rest of the roster.
The narrative facts.
Rotation. Still, what criteria matters the most in a GOAT debate? Is it championships, impact, stats, skill set? Like, what's the most important thing? Like, what's your biggest criteria for this?
Okay, yeah, in Go James Kingdom, we're very objective. We are not biased at all. We don't hold any subjectivity. We actually remove our subjectivity. That was the point of starting the Go James Kingdom show with B. Lee and Ajani. He and I are just dudes who love the game of basketball. And what we use are stats, accolades, and achievements. The impact that you do on the basketball court can be seen through the stats, accolades, and achievements. Everything that you guys want to talk about with a player and what they do to the game of basketball can all be seen within the stats, accolades, and achievements, beyond actually watching them play. We all know we're never going to see every player in NBA history, but what we can always look up is their stats, their accolades, and achievements. So here in Go James Kingdom, we weight it all the same. Your stats matter, your accolades matter, and your achievements matter. Basically, your stats is what gets you your accolades. Your accolades represents what you do as far as achievements. And when I say achievements, I'm talking about milestones and records. As an example, Jordan has 6 Finals MVPs. He also has 10 scoring titles. Those are records. Those are milestones. Those are things that make Jordan one of the greatest players to ever play the game of basketball. So these are the things that we measure all players by. And when you measure players by all the greatest accomplishments, stats, and achievements in NBA history, no one accomplished more, no one's done more, no one's been greater at the game of basketball than one LeBron GOAT James. And we prove it every Sunday noon Eastern time right here on GOAT James Kingdom.
Now, Tiggy, what's your closing statement?
That's why you can never get on the same page with this type of dude. This nigga ain't never played basketball before. Because you don't just use stats and achievements, bro. It's called intangibles that comes in the game. It's called heart. You understand what I'm saying? And other things that's along with the analytics. Because if LeBron James had that, he wouldn't have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 NBA Finals losses. Because if he had heart, if he had grit, if he had will, if he had desire, you understand what I'm saying? If he was mentally as tough as Michael Jordan was in a lot of different situations, what do I mean mentally tough? But what about when you're playing the Utah Jazz and they're picked to win the series and
Pause
Scottie
this
Pippen
shit.
is messed up?
Okay?
He goes down.
Man,
Jordan
that's
scores half the
disappointing, that
points
nigga.
and closes the
Hey
casket again.
man. Hey man, hey. Ticket TV, bro. You my brother, bro. But man, don't come like that no more, man. That's some bullshit, man. At the end of the day, man, you talk about debate, do not come unprepared like that. Goes for anybody that's trying to debate. That was a piss poor performance. If I'm a stranger that didn't know anything about Ticket TV and Hey Johnny, and I'm stuck in between who I wanna say who's the GOAT, Jordan or LeBron, motherfucker didn't learn a damn thing because of that type of performance right there. And all A. Johnny had to do was stay cool, and he didn't. A. Johnny didn't even say the shit he been saying for the past 2 or 3 months. Man, this is BS ticket. Don't never underestimate your competition. That's why you got your ass whooped. You my brother, I love you, but you got your ass whooped on this shit. And hey Johnny, you did. I'm disappointed in you because the same shit you've been doing for months, you
Man,
ain't bring none of that to the goddamn table, and you should have, despite of what Ticket was doing. So you underperformed as well. So like I said,
bullshit.
if I'm a cat that didn't know anything about A Johnny and Ticket TV, and I'm trying to get informative information from that debate, you did not get that from that debate. If y'all niggas don't want to understand that, if y'all just hate Ticket so much that y'all don't want to call out the truth about the debate itself, y'all are some sad ass niggas. And y'all, and I'm gonna get real disrespectful when I say this.
Lord.
Y'all niggas might as well put on makeup and grab your pom pom because that's some bullshit if y'all can't call it how it is. Hey, Johnny
So now
did
that we
this
got
thing
now
by
that oh,
Ticket
we still
too.
got
But
hold
hey,
on.
shut up. You stop being sensitive, man, because you know where I'm going.
I'm
End of
waiting.
the
I'm
day,
waiting for. I'm waiting for you to get
everybody
done.
gets called out.
Waiting for you.
Everybody, everything gets told the truth around here, bro. That was not a formative debate. Ticket TV had one of the worst performances I've seen in a long time. Hey, Johnny did win due to Ticket himself, but for the debate itself, it was not informative.
Damn, nigga,
And
you ain't gonna give me
that's
no
my thought.
credit, nigga. You ain't give me no credit because them niggas ain't
I
preparing
did.
for
I
me.
said you cooking. I said you cooking.
So now that we done with that, in a debate,
Fuck out of
the
here
only
with
thing
that
you can
bullshit,
do,
nigga.
only thing you can
Nigga, you
do
know it's
is
the
answer the
goddamn truth. Stop
questions.
it, man.
Only thing you can do is answer the questions that are presented to you. Not only did a Johnny answer the questions from the host, from the three hosts on the show, he answered Tickets bullshit questions. So when he asked, for example, when he sat here and asked, um, um, did Michael Jordan ever play a team under 500 in the playoffs? He answered that bullshit question factually. So to sit here and say no information was given during this debate, you're lying. You just want to sit here and make it seem like it was so uninformative because Tickett's debate performance was terrible. He asked a bunch of questions thinking he could stumble somebody and he got cooked. He answered all of his bullshit questions.
It
Even
ain't
when the
about
questions had nothing to do,
it ain't
even
when it
when
comes
none
to
of, I'm
debate,
not
bro.
done. I'm not
Nah,
done.
when it
Even
comes to
when
a
none of the
debate, bro,
side questions
it
had
ain't about.
anything to do with the topic, he still answered the questions factually. So you don't know what you're talking about. You're just here to run interference for your boy. I got it. He got his ass whooped.
Go ahead, Herm. You can respond now. Go ahead, Herm. Go ahead.
End of the day, bro, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all not being honest. So, Twin Man, let's just say you didn't know shit about A. Johnny, you ain't know shit about Ticket, and you were just a basketball fan and trying to hear some informative information about a GOAT debate, and you tune into this debate. Would you feel satisfied with this debate? I want you to be honest,
Yes,
nigga.
nigga. No, you know why?
Shut up,
Because
man.
you're not
Don't
supposed to
ask
know.
Twin
No,
Man.
no, no, Herm. You're not supposed to know about me. You're not supposed to know about Ticket. You're supposed to know
You're
about
supposed
Michael
to know
Jordan
about
or
the
LeBron,
information.
nigga. No, you're supposed to talk about Michael Jordan and LeBron. And it's obvious Ticket didn't even know about Michael Jordan. And that's why he lost the debate. Because he was supposed to know about Michael Jordan. He didn't know the things that I knew about Michael Jordan. That's why he was on his phone. He couldn't believe the information I was giving him because he was never told in his life that the Chicago Bulls did play teams under 500. He never saw somebody say, "I saw Jordan choke." They've never heard that before. That's why he said I was on caffeine. That's why he went through all this stuff to talk about me and ready to take a flight just like a GJK City Girl groupie do, because only city girls take flights to go see other men. So at the end of the day, he was supposed to know Michael Jordan's career. He was supposed to represent Michael Jordan, not Ticket TV, not nothing else. Because again, like I keep telling y'all, I'm Ajani the Exposer. I only talk basketball. You guys keep worrying about me when all I do is talk basketball. If you really want to know more about Ajani personally, I have actual social media pages for you guys. No, I did understand what you said. Wait, let's leave it to the end because I know you got upset because your man kept getting up. Because it's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you get up. So your boy kept getting up. Your boy kept getting up. Listen, don't worry about it because you're not going to do nothing to me. I'll see you Saturday night. Don't worry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch Pee Wee Herman's mentor get exposed by the exposer. We almost done here.
Game 6 on the road. These are all facts. They had every reason to lose that game with the way Scotty's been. Nobody else on that team scored over 10 points. Michael Jordan carried that team, sir. That is what you call stepping up in the moment and handling your business and getting it done. These are the intangibles that Michael Jordan possessed. You understand what I'm saying? The utter will, the desire, the killer instinct. That is what Kobe Bryant possesses as well, that puts him over LeBron James. That's why you ask most NBA basketball players, they still have Kobe over LeBron. All those guys still have Kobe over LeBron, even LeBron James himself. In 2009, 2010, when he was winning back-to-back MVPs, he was on 60 Minutes and the next year on ESPN saying Kobe was the best player in the league. These are facts. Go through the time check. He said, and I will quote, Kobe Bryant is the best player in our league right now. On both ends, he brings it every single night. There's nobody better. I quoted that. So how is a dude named calling himself GOAT James going to go against his king, LeBron James, saying that Kobe Bryant is the king when he was supposed to be winning the MVPs? And by the way, Kobe Bryant was winning the finals MVPs. Beating the same teams LeBron James lost to. Easy work in the NBA finals. You know that Orlando Magic team LeBron James got ushered up out of there quick. Yeah, Kobe Bryant.
He's using Kobe for Jordan.
You understand what I'm saying? So the Boston Celtics team he lost, Kobe Bryant went back and beat them in 7. Right? So at the end of the day, like I said before, man, this is too easy, bro. You don't just judge it off of stats. The stats, the accolades, all that's a part of it. But if that's the case, why is LeBron James still 22 years in the league and trailing Michael Jordan on many accolades? He will never. LeBron James can play 10 more years in the league. That's how you know he's got to go. He can play 10 more years in the league. He will never reach Jordan in all defensive teams. He will never reach Jordan in scoring titles. He will never reach Jordan in finals MVPs. He will never reach Jordan in regular season MVPs. He will never reach Jordan in steals titles. How much more you want me to go on? Like, he can play 10 more years.
Jordan will never reach LeBron in rebounds.
He will never be Michael Jordan. He will still never have an NBA Finals average better than Michael Jordan. He will still never have an NBA Finals record better than Michael Jordan.
Jordan will never reach LeBron in points.
But this is supposed to be the
never reach LeBron in all NBAs.
This is supposed to be the guy that's impeccable. That's
what are you talking
faster than a speeding bullet. That can, faster than a locomotive. That can do all these great things.
Who said that shit?
Except for when he runs into a plumber that can't jump over a 2-foot pole by the name of Nikolai Jokic that busts his ass every time he sees him. Yeah, that's right. So how about
kind of like what Larry Bird did then? I don't think Larry Bird can jump over a plumber either.
He missed that 3 when the game was on the line the other year against them. That was your king who didn't box out down the stretch.
Right.
The big fella. Aaron Gordon got the offensive rebound and kicked it out to Jamal Murray for the jumper that killed y'all again in the other game. But yeah, we know what he likes to do, deflect and blame on somebody else. That's the same thing his fans do. So this dude right here, he ain't got nothing but the same characteristics as his king. So I don't expect nothing different from him, but to come in here and make some lame-ass, chump-ass excuses and talk about every single thing except for the most important thing. Because check this out, you can have all the skills you want. But when you step on that court, boy, if you ain't got no soul, if you ain't got no heart, if you ain't got that killer, you cannot live amongst the land of the greats. These are facts.
Hey, go ahead and close it out. Once again, man, I appreciate Johnny Go.
Why do they always run to these bullshit talking? You ain't got no heart.
Hold on to man. Let's let it finish up. We almost done.
For everybody's channel, before we drop this, expose their team to beat Martell. Let me know who won the debate in the comment section. I know a lot of Ticket TV supporters are definitely going to come in the comment sections because they came in my comment sections. Some of them coming for me, some of them are going against you. But it's all fun at the end of the day, man. This is all content. And also let me know who's your GOAT. Is it LeBron James? Is it Michael Jordan? And once again, subscribe to everybody's channel. And appreciate y'all. And the real GOAT is right here, man. That's all.
Hey, bro, I don't look down on no channel that ain't got a lot of subs, bro. Because you got to remember, everybody starts somewhere, bro. It ain't like unless you out here buying subs. You know what I'm saying? When you get on YouTube, you start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So who am I to sit up here and talk down on your channel? No, bro. That's why I say, you know what? I will come in here. You understand what I'm saying? Because hey, if you want to smoke, hey, let's get it. We're not ducking no smoke. It don't matter if you got 2 subscribers. If you want to break it, come get it.
This is a terrible
So, like I said,
much respect for you. No, much respect for your ticket. Like I said, much respect. Like you said, you didn't have to take your time to do this, and I got nothing but respect for you. You're a true content creator, and I respect content creators because we are.
Yeah, do what you say. That's what's up. I appreciate that. We just disagree on that. There ain't no biggie to me. We just disagree.
I know that. I know. Of course, we just men talking basketball, brother. That's all it is. We're having fun. It's good. It's all.
Salute to you, brother.
Yeah, no, much respect.
All right. So,
Bro, why do these
so ladies and gentlemen, that was the debate.
Instinct?
Trash ass debate.
Hold on, wait. Let's give it.
That got to do with
give it a second. Hold on, Twin Man. Hold on, Twin Man. Relax, y'all. Let's go. Hold on. Let's get to that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having a great time watching the debate between Ticket TV and I, as it was set up by the Miami Heat Zone channel. Shout out to Martell. If you're available to come back, you can hit it up. He wants to have a rematch. He wants a second round. I don't know if we're available. Brandon, are you available Thursday night, 7 p.m., which is I think about 5 p.m. your time? I don't think you're available. I don't know if you are or not. But if you are,
yeah, I don't think I could be home by that time by 5.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you heard that, Martell, that we would have to figure out another time and date. But again, y'all say whatever the hell y'all want to. Y'all act like it's hard to find us here in GOAT James Kingdom. It's not hard to find us. We go live every Sunday noon Eastern time. That's where you want to find us. If you want Brandon and you want Ajani, well, hey, come on a Sunday afternoon show. You ain't doing none on a Sunday afternoon. Your football team ain't that good. Come watch us talk the game of basketball because that's what we do best. And obviously today's show is a GOAT James Kingdom members show. So thank you for all you guys who support us and became members of the show today, as we got several members that came on to today's show. Support to all of you gentlemen. Let's go ahead and start off with obviously Lamont. Thank you, Lamont, for supporting what we do here. Shout out to you, Josh Williams. Thank you for joining the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Shout out to Hollywood Herm, who became a member just to come up here and argue. So shout out to you, Pee Wee Herman. You always doing your thing. Hollywood Herm. Y'all make sure to subscribe to Hollywood Herm's channel and also check out Full Court Press, which goes live every Saturday on the FYF Sports Debate channel. Shout out to you, Christopher McKay. You've always showed some love here and support to us here in GOAT James Kingdom. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing a special live reaction to this debate between Ticket TV and I. It was really fun. I had a blast. It was great. He wasn't prepared. And obviously, y'all saw what happened to the man. So let's start with you. We're going to go down the line. Let's start with you, Brandon. You just watched the whole thing again. What do you got to say, man? What do you think? You hear what everybody's saying, but go ahead and give your takes, because this shit was great. This was great content. Shout out to Martell, man.
I mean, it's the same thing, just narratives, and, they don't really know anything about Jordan's career period. They just know that he won 6 titles and got 10 scoring titles. So that's basically all they say, and they only know what LeBron didn't do. They don't know what LeBron actually did great. They only live off of negatives with LeBron because that's the only thing they get, and they have positives for Jordan. So everyone repeats the same recycle shit over and over again.
Facts. They don't even be knowing Jordan's history. That's what's crazy. They don't even be knowing Michael Jordan's career on top of that. They just don't be knowing nothing. So, Travis, you've been very quiet. You've been very patient. You watched the debate. What do you think?
It's just like Brandon said. I mean, like, it's not hard. Like, if you had the job of like arguing for someone like Kobe or Curry as the GOAT, then that's hard. But he had Michael Jordan. It's easy to argue Mike's GOAT case. I mean, but he just had narratives. You don't win arguments or debates with narratives, especially if there's other people watching you. Like you're not going to convince anyone when you just spout the same things you've heard with no nuance, no detail, no context or anything like that. And especially when you just go at the other player instead of trying to be unbiased. And that's all he did. You obviously came with your stats and figures and stuff that he didn't know because he was on his phone half the time. And especially like when you're in the middle of a debate and other people are watching, you have to go to your phone because you don't know shit about basketball, except if you're sitting in front of a computer with like 14 web pages open, then you lose the debate automatically. So he did lose in coaching.
Indeed, man. He again. I thought he was gonna be more prepared. Somebody had told me that I should be prepared because Ticket doesn't accept any debates without having some information on somebody. So I was like, man, is Ticket TV gonna like do some research on me or whatever? But I guess he didn't do no research because as soon as he first of all he showed up late, then secondly he came in and was like, yo. This is the guy I'm debating, so off the top I was like, oh, he didn't even take his time out to find out who we were. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be fun. So, Twin Man, you know what I be doing, bro. What did you think? And first of all, what did you think prior? What was your expectations prior, and what are your your analysts at the end?
I knew you were gonna cook Ticket. I knew you were gonna cook him. He does not know how to debate. If you debate this topic, he's going to sound like Willie. Being real, you might as well be debating Willie. That's how he's going to sound. Everything you notice, even in his closing statement, listen to what he's talking about. You got to have heart. You got to have soul. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about the stats, the accolades, and achievements. It's about the intangibles.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
The intangibles make you the GOAT?
They don't be knowing.
Like these dudes, if you think about it, it's always going to be the same talking points. It's hard to debate Travis. It's hard to debate Craig. They actually know what they're talking about. I have cooked Ticket on his channel. When you start cooking Ticket on his channel, what he does is he mutes you and he puts you in the back. He pushes a narrative. The Ticket Cricket TV supporters are going to clap like seals in the chat and say, yay, he's saying the talking points we like. That's all you're going to get. He does not have a coherent argument. He's going to ask you, they're going to ask you a primary question. He's not going to answer the primary question because it's inconvenient. He's going to try to guide you and push you in a different direction, asking you questions that he thinks you're not going to know the answers to. So there's either two options. You have to answer the pointless question, which you did perfectly every single time, or you just have to remind him, that's not the question. Why are we even talking about this and going down this rabbit hole? That is his entire strategy.
But I'm used to that.
It's a shame because Ticket actually knows how to talk basketball. He actually does. I've actually seen him do it. So I'm going to give him his due. I'm not going to sit here and say he doesn't know basketball. I'm going to sit here and say he doesn't know how to debate. He really doesn't. And his debate strategy is very easy to sniff out. That's why it's easy to beat him.
Hilarious.
But great job.
It's hilarious.
You cooked him. Deep fried, barbecued rotisserie with a side of rice and a Fanta grape. Great job.
That's delicious.
Bro.
And here was another thing that I thought the panel didn't understand, and I don't think they still don't understand is the
basketball.
The idea of the super teams, right? Because he was asking three all-stars. Listen, three all-stars. If three all-stars makes you a super team, how many super teams are there in NBA history?
Exactly.
Three all-stars, same team. Yeah, I mean, a super team is like really just it's a ambiguous term. But I think it gets thrown around way too often. Like the '86 Celtics were a super team. Like the Lakers were a super team. Like whenever after Worthy got drafted.
But I ask you, even if you look at it, how many of these teams actually even won championships? So it's even rare. So even LeBron James had a three all-star team, right? Even with that, he was still one of the few that was able to win a championship with that.
So Travis,
Yeah.
super teams is a term created by media when LeBron James went to Miami, even though the Celtics was put together in 08.
That's true.
They
You never
didn't
really
call
heard
the
like a lot
Celtics
of
the super.
you never really heard like a lot of super team talk with the Celtics. Like it was there, but it
Exactly.
wasn't like wasn't like it was when LeBron, joined the Heat.
So real quick, I have to respond to some comments. How do
Go
y'all
ahead.
sit here saying intangibles a real thing? If you're sitting here saying LeBron James doesn't have any heart, he went to 8 straight fucking finals. That takes heart. That takes guts. That takes intestinal fortitude. That
How
takes
do you measure
consistency.
that though? How do you measure
How do
any
you
of those
measure that
nonsense?
though?
Exactly.
It's
How do you
stupid.
measure heart or anything? How do you measure
If we're
any
gonna
one of those
measure it,
things?
if we're gonna measure it, I'm gonna measure it by the dude who went to 8 straight fucking finals, and not by the dude who quit when he couldn't get his way, or couldn't have the coach he wanted, or couldn't have the teammate he wanted. Y'all are dumb. That's what I'm saying. I can cook y'all on your own dumbass arguments. If you're talking about the intangibles, one dude went home and took his ball home and left when he couldn't get what he wanted, and one dude went to 8 straight finals. Y'all sound stupid.
And on top of that, if you look at the teams that had 4 All-Stars on it and more, LeBron James never had any team like that, but he played more than half of those teams. If you can see all the teams from the 2000s that had 4 All-Stars or more, LeBron James had to face, and he beat 2 of them.
I thought the whole scoring title and debate I had on that portion was the most interesting because again, when you really brought up, hey, who in the 90s really was scoring 30 points like that? Answer the question. He never responded to that. You listed off at least 10 players from the early 2000s all the way to now. And you left some players out. Let's be
Yeah, I
real, you didn't
did.
even name them all. That's capable of putting up 30 or better, that are actually competition for his entire career for the scoring title. He didn't give you any players. That's what I'm saying. If you're hanging your head on a scoring title on how Jordan is the best scorer ever, you're gonna lose the argument. Everybody knows Jordan was a shot chucker. He led the league in shot attempts every damn year. So more than likely, if you're chucking up that many shots and you're the focal points of the offense in the 90s and in the 80s, guess what you're gonna win? Scoring titles. And if I was capping, trust me, Travis would unmute and have something to say.
There's no cap protected.
Twin Man's excited, man. I'm glad you were so excited and passionate about me just smoking Ticket TV.
I'm just tired of dumb
Again,
shit, bro.
a lot of people said that I was prepared, and at the end of the day, it's not that I was prepared. It's because again, I just talked the game of basketball. I understand what I'm saying. I articulate myself very well, and that's just what it's all about. I always tell people a debate ain't about
Half the battle,
who
man.
speaks the. Yeah, it ain't about who speaks the loudest, who speaks the most. It's about who provides the most information. And obviously, Zesty Jeffries don't possess the type of information Brandon and I get. And they're basically 2.5 years behind. Brandon and I got a 2.5 year head start on most Zesty Jeffries because they've never heard most of the stuff that we say. And Brandon, to tell you this, and you heard it throughout the debate, he kept saying, yo, who is this guy? Why is he talking like this? And we've always had people say, yo, I've never heard nobody talk like this. Who are you guys? Why are you know what I'm saying? They always do that. It's hilarious. It's guaranteed that if I encounter Zesty Jeffrey, that they will question the actual validity of me being a person. They think I'm a hologram of some sort. I'm basically a spook to them. It's fucking hilarious. Brandon to tell you, it's fucking hilarious. It's one of the best things we do here in Go James Kingdom.
Well, the thing you got going for you also, Johnny, is that you actually have people over the last few years who've come up and have like challenged you and like kind of honed your guys' debate ability to the point now where it's like you don't just live in like an echo chamber where I think Ticket probably does, like where like the Twin Man said, like he
Absolutely
just has a
do.
bunch of clapping seals. So it's like you have actually people. They might not always be the best at challenging, but at least it's there. Like you have pushback, which is good. You've gone on other channels and done this too. So at the end of the day, like that really showed. And one side was obviously the more experienced debater, while the other guy didn't really know what to do except for run to the phone when he was having pushback and facts that he couldn't refute.
Running to his phone was the best thing. I was like, oh man. and then when they asked him, yo, I don't know why they asked him, where are you at? I don't know why they had the need to ask him that. And he said, he thought he was proud. He was like, oh, I'm in Dominican Republic. I know you out here doing criminal activities, just like a Zesty Jeffrey always doing. Criminal activities.
I'm trying to figure out what the money he made when he played professional basketball has anything to do with anything. That's why when you sat here and said, what does your $2.5 million got to do with Jordan being better than LeBron James? Again, you tried to bring it back to the topic. All of that
it's like
was a
$2.5 million in like 20 years. Like that's nothing to flex about.
my whole part, like every time he tried to deflect, like I actually wrote it down because I watched the debate when he put when Miami Heat Zone put it up. I literally counted how many times he deflected from the actual question. I literally lost count and got tired of marking the little hash marks. He couldn't stay on the original question. He couldn't. It's going to devolve into some bull. Like, again, the first question was, did the Miami Heat overachieve or underachieve? We're talking about roster construction. Why? We're talking about whether or not he had the same team from 2010 to 2011.
Well, that's because
80% of the team was reconfigured. Why does any of that matter to whether or not
he's never heard
or underachieve?
Because he never heard somebody explain, like I said, how this team had to create a roster around 3 max players. That dynamic, he never heard somebody explain that. So by explaining that is basically saying like, okay, well, the Heat in general didn't even have a good team. They just had these 3 guys that they were putting on the roster, and then he was trying to basically say that I was saying that LeBron James was winning with a team from the 2010. I never said that. Like that's what they do. They make an argument for you. They make an argument that you never said, so they can argue it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what he did, because when I was like, listen, nobody ever took 3 max players and was like, yo, let's build a roster around it. And they were able to do that and be successful with 4 straight finals and go back-to-back championships. So again, whenever I'm able to make LeBron James look good in a good light, they got to find a way to not make it look good in a good light. But then on top of that, they got to make it seem like you said something outrageous, but they do it by making up something you never even said. So that's what happened to him. He got caught off guard. He got caught off guard again because he never heard the type of stuff that Brandon and I got here in GOAT James Kingdom.
Any NBA franchise, any team, I don't care what team you pick, would like to go to the NBA Finals for the next 4 years. Any NBA team, win or lose, I guarantee you they wish they would go to the Finals for the next 4 years. So for all y'all that are sitting here saying that the Miami Heat somehow underachieved because LeBron James said that they would win a bunch of championships and they didn't, that is the dumbest argument I've ever heard in my life. Sitting there hyping your team like you're supposed to hype your fans up doesn't mean anything. What did they produce on the court? 4 straight finals, 2 championships. 1 player won 2 MVPs. What are we talking about? So that's what I'm saying. It's insane.
No, let's let Danny Mac try to say how I lied and said something I didn't say. Again, he goes here, Twin Man. He brought up the roster construction because Ajani said LeBron took Miami from not making the playoffs to the finals when that's not what I said.
That's true.
But that's not what I said. I said he took a team that couldn't make the finals. They weren't in the finals. And we're getting swept in the first round to actually going to 4 straight finals. That's why it's a success. I did not say they didn't make the playoffs. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I don't say that. That's why we do shows like this, so it's recorded. So you can't say I said stuff that I didn't say. That's what they do best. They're liars because they're not listening to actually have a conversation. They're listening to respond. I never said the Heat didn't make the playoffs. I know the Heat were in the playoffs in 2010. He didn't even accept when he asked me who was on the roster from the year before, and I brought up Jamal McGlure. He didn't even know Jamal McGlure was on the Heat. He didn't know that. They don't know nothing. All they know is narratives. And those narratives, like you said, is in the echo chamber. And they don't have no one else to challenge them when they're in that echo chamber. But when they step out of the echo chamber, which is why GOAT James Kingdom exists, they are in astonishment. They never heard nobody talk like this. and to know the game of basketball the way we know basketball. At the end of the day, the Miami Heat overachieved because they went to 4 straight finals, won back-to-back championships, and were the cream of the crop of the NBA for 4 straight NBA seasons. The greatest Miami moments of all time is with the Big Three Miami Heat. And as soon as LeBron left, all that went out the window. We had to rebuild.
Who cares if they change the roster? That's what you're supposed to do when you get max players. You're supposed to try to build a championship team. Why does any of do you see my point now? Why does any of that matter? The question was, did they overachieve or underachieve? What does the roster being changed have to do with anything? Why
no, it's not.
It's
not the same difference, Danny Mac. It's not the same difference. Again, I know you Zesty Jeffries don't like the idea of losing in the first round. Losing in the first round is actually better than not making the playoffs, which you would say Jordan at least made the playoffs his first 2 years. LeBron couldn't. So no, me saying that they couldn't make the finals is not the same thing as them not making the playoffs. Stop putting the argument in my mouth. I didn't say that. You're a liar. That's why you get exposed by the exposer. Matter of fact, that's why you safe in the comments, because that's the only place you can stay safe at. Because if you show up like Ticket TV did, you would get embarrassed. At least he had the fortitude to tell the owner of the strip club, let me go down in the basement. This ain't going to take too long.
I mean, like one of the main things when you actually get into the LeBron versus Jordan argument, a lot of times it's just more narrative based anyway. So that's what they are used to, and that's what they just do. It's just LeBron versus Jordan. Let's see who has the best narrative. That's why when we actually do our like debate, we always preface it on who's the greatest, and they can never describe why Michael Jordan is the greatest. It's impossible, and we already know that's impossible, and there's no way that they can describe why Michael Jordan is greater than everybody.
You notice how he literally went to the most reliable talking points we've heard everyone say. They always try to talk about specific All NBAs. They don't say because they don't sit here and talk about all of the All NBA selections. He has the most all defensive teams. You see what I'm saying? We got to go specifically there. He has
the Stephen A. Smith talking point. That's the Stephen A. Smith talking point.
He has 10 scoring titles. He has 3 steals titles. Guess what? The NBA doesn't recognize scoring titles. So I don't give a shit. And then when you try to put
Stephen A. Smith narrative.
And then when you try to put context on those scoring titles, they get mad at you. You're trying to diminish him. No, you're just trying to tell the truth. He didn't have any competition back then. He really didn't. And anybody that does a little bit of research knows that.
So Brandon, this is what I put in the chat poll. Shout out to everybody again who are supporting us, everybody who is here. Again, if you're commenting, that means you are a subscriber to the channel. Thank you again for joining us here in a special Monday night as we are talking about the debate that I had with Ticket TV. And I asked them, Brandon, if we should have Ticket TV show up on a Sunday afternoon, which I think he's going to be more than happy to do that now. So what do you think? You think we can get Ticket TV to show up on a Sunday?
It'd be great if he can, but I don't know. They be acting weird when they come on our show. So yeah, I wish he would. I wish it seems like he wants a rematch. He seems like he wants a rematch.
Yeah, he does. He seemed like a cool dude. Again, he's not that big headed. He's very arrogant, but he's not that big headed. As you can see, like he said, he doesn't care to channel size. So, and like I said, I'm gonna reach out to Martell because Martell wants to set up something with him again, and obviously they're gonna get together Thursday night. I don't know what they're gonna do because I can't show up Thursday night. Brandon can't be there Thursday night. We have to set up another night to do it. I keep telling you guys I'm available Saturday nights, Sunday nights, and Monday nights. Y'all don't like that shit. I don't know what to tell y'all. That's when I'm available. But either way, it'd be nice to have Ticket TV again. If you're listening, Ticket TV, if any of your disciples are out there listening, we got some. We got the GJK. Right now. Yeah, no, we got a GJK City Girl groupie in the chat. Go ahead and tell Ticket TV that we would like to have him on a Sunday night. He might even want to show up on a Friday night exposure. Again, you might listen, y'all. Listen, y'all don't understand what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom, man. We are big time, man. We don't play these games, man. We have a great time bringing y'all content, and we're going to continue to do that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you got an opportunity, check out the debate between Ticket TV and I as we went head to head on the Miami Heat Zone channel, and it will be actually posted up after this live here. Once I'm done with this, I'll put it up on our channel. It's already available to our members. So again, thank you for all our members who supported us. Again, if you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to us at goatjameskingdomshow@gmail.com or at goatjameskingdom@gmail.com. And again, thank you to all of our Goat James Kingdom members. Thank you so much. We're going to continue to do shows like this. And for anything that you need, just reach out to Brandon and I. We'll take care of you. Just let us know your channel name and obviously your membership tier, and we'll take care of you. We'll appreciate all of you guys. As you can see, Twin Man's a member. Travis is a member. King John's a member. Several members here in the actual chat as well. Thank you guys. Your thing as well, setting these Zesty Jeffries in place. But we got to set that up, Brandon. We got to get ready for that, man. We got to have a good show and bring up Ticket TV. He would have a blast on a Sunday afternoon. It would be great.
Just see if Woody wants to, if he can come on. If not, we can have our little debate. I already got plans for what we can do, but it just depends if he can.
All right, that'll work.
Don't
That'll
lie, it
work.
wasn't a great debate. That was a one-sided ass whooping.
All right, so yeah, let me get y'all y'all vote. So who won, Brandon? Ajani or Ticket TV?
I'm gonna say Ticket TV.
Nice.
All right, Twin Man, who won the debate? Ajani or Ticket TV?
Don't ask me dumb questions. That's a dumb question. Don't even ask me dumb questions. Listen, fillet of fish, sawfish, whitings, catfish, deep fried rotisserie. There was white wine and red wine and fried rice and bacon bits on the salad. There was egg rolls and garlic bread. Any type of meal you wanted, he was cooked. I'm trying to tell you.
This is the first time he ever had that type of debate, so he probably was thrown off completely. He was completely thrown off. You could tell, even if you never even seen him before, you could tell that he was flustered about what was going on.
Oh man, that was great. That was great. I will leave it up to you, T Perfect. You're the most objective person here because Brandon and Twin Man are very, very subjective right now. Who won the debate, Ajani or Ticket TV?
No, I mean, you crushed him, man, for all the reasons we talked about. Because he wasn't really debating; he was just reading a ESPN scorecard, and like he was just reading directly from the page or something, like from his phone. So I mean, you were doing it off the cuff, which is always the most impressive thing. Like I said, stay from the comments or on your phone, in real time. So no, you destroyed him, and that's probably why he wants a rematch, because he was like, he got made to look bad by somebody he didn't know because he was busy just doing nothing. So easy work.
Easy work.
Light work.
Man. Light work. That's what we do best. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ajani the Exposer, man. Yeah, man, this is what I do, man. This is what I do. But again, I also do this with my partner, B. Lee, and I got to give you shout-outs, brother. Thank you again for what you do. Man. Yeah, listen, man, we are the Clutch Sports Hitmen. We are the Clutch Sports Hitmen. That's what we do. Whenever you out here talking Zesty Jeffrey logic, we put that shit straight to bed, baby. We go ahead and lay shit out. In fact, that crazy background that he couldn't understand was LeBron James's accolades in his trophy room, because we all know GOAT James has the largest trophy room in NBA history. No one has accomplished more than the GOAT. The Zesty Jeffries could cry all they want to. It does not matter, because LeBron James will continually show why he's the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball, and we'll do it right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. He is the GOAT without a doubt. And again, if you want to challenge us, you want to see us, you know where to find us, right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform, where we go live every Sunday noon Eastern time. Plus, we go live on a Friday night exposure with me, Ajani the Exposer, where you can get your one-on-one with me like Ticket got with Miami Heat Zone channel. But again, before we get up out of here, there are some games that ended tonight. We have the Toronto Raptors, who beat the Indiana Pacers. The Knicks took care of the Washington Wizards. My Miami Heat took care of the Philadelphia 76ers. Then we have the Milwaukee Bucks edging out the Houston Rockets, which is a big win because the Rockets are actually a good team this year and balling. And at halftime, we got the Phoenix Suns down versus the Orlando Magics. We got a game that just tipped off in Sacramento versus Atlanta. And then we also got another final where Chicago took care of Detroit. But obviously, within the next couple of minutes, within 5 minutes, we got the Warriors versus the Clippers in LA. So that should tip off on NBA League Pass. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the GOAT James Kingdom platform where we talk basketball and nothing else. Y'all have a great Monday night. Thank you for joining us. Peace and blessings. If you're a basketball fan and you're tired of basketball shows that talk about fake narratives and using non-basketball terms like killer instinct, playoff translation, gravity, come to GOAT James Kingdom.